Come on.
Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe as we bring you AEW Dynamite Holiday Bash tonight. It's going to be a fun one. It's the holiday season. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into. 3-hour show, and make sure you don't spoil anything for anybody out there. But folks, it's a holiday season. Strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and a ho, 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 let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. That means another AEW Dynamite live stream here tonight. Me and that pretty face got you for the next few hours as we dive into all the things that are wrestling. Blow up that chat. Hit like, share, subscribe. Don't forget about the little reaction buttons. But as always on a Wednesday, folks, we open with hope, excitement. We want a good show from TK, and we are very hopeful we get one. But in the tradition of the holidays, we're super excited for tonight's show. Again, a 3-hour special. So make sure you let us know what's on your mind. Stick around, be a friend, tell a friend. And if you don't know who we are, well, I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, reminder, no spoilers. You get sent on to KJ's naughty list. Pause. But what will Christmas Con, deliver us, for the holiday bash here, my guy? I'm at least excited for the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal because, as you can see by my lovely festive scarf, MJF has been the only person to win this. And if he don't win it tonight, then what are we going to do, my guy?
If he wins it again tonight, I would get rid of the diamond ring. I would throw it out. I would forget about it. I would never run it back again. Same thing with like the Continental Classic. It's this, we've had two winners back to back. One guy's got multiple titles. We don't even know how it works. He's probably going to be in the final again this year. I have a feeling people are sniffing something out, but at the end of the day, I think that, we're just going to keep running back. Whew, I thought the other company was the repetitive one.
Well, but could you see someone, else win it of that's the way they're going to keep it somewhat relative of that's the way they can keep it around good old Santa of instead, you've got Max that's still got the world championship contract and everything floating around. He's taken time off to go find his evil self. So does a Ricochet just add to his douchebaggery and win this or something like that?
I mean, spread it around. You want to build other people. We haven't seen MJF in a while. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but does the winning of the Dynamite ring get you a title shot as well?
I thought so.
I thought so. So, he has a title shot. Does that mean he gets two? Does he insert himself into the triple threat tonight? Does he find a way to get into the contract signing? Now it's a fatal 4-way. What happens?
Honestly, I don't know what could happen. I just want MJF back on my screen. There's been the rumors floating around that he's going to be back sooner rather than later, and it would make sense if you end the year out with a bang a little bit. Bang. Yeah, well, we're going to see them later tonight. Well, half of them kind of, sort of. One looks like an Amish guy. Yeah. But I think that's a good way to add a big spark plug into the back half of your end of the year, and not to mention with these potentially supposedly disenfranchised WWE fans that were chanting AEW at Triple H, you might want to give them something to latch onto.
Yeah, again, as much as I say, fuck, you're really going to run back MJF again. At the same time, him returning is super exciting. We're looking forward to guys like we just got Swerve back, Ospreay's still out. But that, I will give AEW some credit in the sense of they did their best missing key components. Not just we got a whole bunch of people hurt. That sucks, but it was key people. Kenny was in and out in 2025. They're still using him kind of hidden in tag teams and trios and multi-man matches. But Ospreay's going to come back. Swerve just comes back. MJF returns. Now things are starting to look interesting. Like there's a reason. If you're being a realistic AEW fan, you understand what has gone on over the last few months, but there's reason to hope. There feels like there's a shifting in the company that you could really do it right. We'll see if
people
Tony
are
does
coming off the IR right around playoff season.
Yeah, right. And again, like you said, I mean, if people are kind of feeling bummed out with WWE, try and get back to where you where you were exciting, you were different. And it's not the shock and awe that you've been trying to do a lot lately. It was just, making it feel like a different vibe and pushing the right people. And everyone felt new and exciting. You got to create some new shit. You can't have Kenny and the Bucks spend the rest of their careers hanging out in the same type of shit fighting with Callis. Like we're going on 5-6 years of pretty much locked into this in some form. And, but there's an opportunity here. And if I was an AEW fan, I'd be kind of hopeful and hopefully Tony can, give you it. I know there's sickos out there that are already satisfied. So that's not a problem, Nick. It's the casuals, the in and outers, the ones that you lost. Where did all the people go? You can get them back with a good show.
Yeah, that's the thing is you really need to pull those potential disenfranchised fans back in. And now, granted, you've got the Bucks still just fighting over money and all of that,
and the money shit.
But the Continental Classic has actually had some really good matches come out of it. So that could be something that pulls that casual fan in. Now you bring back an MJF of, hey, I at least know him. He's, I think, a guy right now that even a non-AEW fan would probably know.
Right. Ultimately, I think you need to get him in something interesting. If he's going to go in a feud with Danny Garcia or Wheeler Yuta and just, kind of loafed until you figure other things out, it's not going to work. I think you legitimately have to, land, bring him in, have him go after somebody important, have him shock the world in some ways, and have him move the needle because he is a needle mover.
Right. Well, we got a bunch of needle movers in our chat, and I feel like we should probably say hi to them since I know I'm not normally here and it's a 3-hour tour, but we got about 5 minutes.
Yeah. We will say hello to the chat, infamously behind on the chat on a Wednesday. Remember, folks, get in that chat, blow it up. We click on more chat messages than anybody out there. And don't forget the super chat, super stickers. And the more you chat, the more points you get. Super chat, super stickers get you a bonus. And you could be like Spaz, Damien, and C. Monet and get on the top of that list. But Zach in here, National Maple Syrup Day. I mean, come on. And I had French toast for dinner with maple syrup. It's delicious.
Well, I mean, isn't that just every day in Canada is National Maple Syrup Day?
It should be. It really, I'm surprised it isn't, even though I've kind of been on the record of like maple syrup good, maple stuff, maybe not as much as other people like it.
Sometimes it's just way too sweet and way too sugary, and it's got that like grainy, like sugary texture, which always isn't great. It's like sand. But no, you got to switch between Maple Syrup Day and Poutine Day.
Right. But what's up, Zach? Welcome back. Mr. Stormy, Kevin, Damien, the leader of the Hopium Tribe. Kevin's with us. Sean Reed, welcome back. Welcome back, my new favorite fantasy player. Eric Isaac, let's go. Cherokee, let's go. That sounded worse than I meant it. Lonnie Clark, welcome. Adrian, welcome. Simone, looking for the holiday bash my brains out. Well, let's hope it's a good bashing tonight.
Yeah, and I'm they've had some good bits of the shows. It's just sometimes, they go from great match to dick biting. So we'll see.
Man, we'll get into it. Josh, welcome. Jose's back. Denisha, good to see you. How you doing? 1996, Brendan, good to see you as well. Jason Ryan's with us. Dark Santa, let's go. MDB, the Knee Pad Patrol is on the loose. KJ on a shelf. KJ in the way. Nick looks like he's about to be standing in line for a Turbo Man.
Absolutely, yeah. The Turbo Man doll with the Rock'em Sock'em jetpack that goes, it's Turbo time. That is absolutely, like, to me, my favorite Christmas movie.
It's so funny.
I can quote the entire movie, and it's got a wrestling tie-in because Big Show's in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Arnold, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, with the dance. He got two. He got two.
I legit remember sending you a picture last year being like, look what I'm watching. Because, I mean, it is your movie in a way. It's so funny.
A little bit live. Honestly, I've debated at times of actually buying the Turbo Man doll because I do sell that everything just fucking because. But sometimes it'd be like $50 and shit.
Not going to do it.
No, put that cookie down. Put that price tag down.
Let's go, MTP. Got you. Got Tanisha. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Sinbad was the star in that movie. Sinbad's so good.
I literally, and I think I've said this before, and probably just in the members only, I know the reindeers' names because of that movie, and I have to say them in Arnold's voice. Dasha, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donna, Blitzen.
Wait, I mean, I have a button for that. Where was it?
Is it the butter? Don't be allowed to be the butter.
Is it? Wait.
Would you like butter on that?
Not the bees. Not the bees.
That was smooth. Smooth.
That's like I said. Well, it's one of those. If it's drilled into my brain, it's like the fucking Winter Soldier thing.
It's too funny. Sinbad was wicked in that movie. Oh, but yeah. I'm here, ho ho ho. Bibbins has no ho ho ho. Ronan, how you doing? Randy, welcome back. MTB, you forgot something. BJ in the house. Let's go. It's lambskin, sheepskin. Let's go. Randy, we got you. Ronan, we got you. Who else we got? Ho ho ho. Christopher, welcome back, sir. Joseph, good to see ya. Nayer's back in the house. Let's go. Travis, let's go. Everybody talking MDB. MDB, the popular guy, the prom queen.
I got a new album coming out. It's called Get Nick or AEW Die Trying.
As we are getting the violence warning that we get in Canada. And I'm already got people in the ring right out the gate.
I have HBO Max because, again, when you lose their streaming option, it works so well and is so enjoyable and so easy to use.
Let me know the minute you get the action. I have the graphic for Manchester, England in the top right, and Moxley and Roddy in the ring. No entrances, nothing.
Yeah, I got it in the ring. Manchester Co-op Live.
That's crazy. They're just like, fuck it, we're going. Okay.
Hell of a way to start off.
What up, Boston? What's up, Terrell? Get in that chat, folks. I will put a poll up as I catch up. If Nick wants to change the slide.
Oh.
Jerome, good to see ya.
But yes, real quick, that is the standings for the Continental Classic.
Yes.
And then where be you, Scooby-Doo? John Moxley versus Roderick Strong. And I know we're not going to do predictions. No, I know we're not going to fully do that, but still, does anyone have? Sorry,
I was going to do it because of muscle memory.
I was almost going to go there, but then I realized, no, I know with spoilers and everything, but still at the same time, does anyone have Roderick Strong actually winning this match?
No, I mean, again,
whether it was live or on a Sunday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, no one's taking Roddy here.
Let's see if Moxley can have a good singles match. Let's see if Moxley can actually give me a good match. Now, people online have argued with me for months now that Moxley's been doing just fine. He's killing it. I have yet to see a good Moxley match this year.
Yeah, honestly. And they're all fucking gimmicks. And even when they're not
every pay-per-view match,
they end up gimmick.
Yeah. However, the crowd in England is loud.
Yeah. Well, they're out there. Yeah, and they just had the stocking stuff for last night that went up from or was it Scotland?
No, Cardiff, Wales.
Cardiff, Wales. I thought I was between Wales and Scotland.
Right.
My mea culpa.
I'm still on the Big Bang Theory. Not good. Richard, welcome back. Randy got you. Klaatu, always a pleasure, sir. Let's go. Anthony, it's always good. Ronan, I see you. I think I said your name. But yeah, get in the chat, folks. Be a friend, tell a friend. And remember, we want to see triple digits in the chat all the time. Plus, we're pushing to some major milestones. So again, be a friend, tell a friend. If you haven't seen some of our old stuff or our other videos, just click on them and give us the view. We would greatly appreciate it. because those views help us immensely. And again, we got a good shot at a couple pretty fun milestones. So when you get off here tonight, go click on our other shit and just give us a like.
When you're going to bed at night and everything, just, throw on like a WrestleMania stream and everything like that. It's like about 12 hours long. We'll lower you right
good till the morning.
Everything. We'll keep you good. Yeah, it'll still be playing when you wake up.
Right. But yeah, we are rocking and rolling. We got a side headlock. Decent, methodical, kind of technical-ish start to this one.
Well, that's what you're going to get with a Roddy match, and that's what Moxley's supposed to kind of be, is like the brawler technical guy.
What is this shit? It is like, what is this that he does?
He's Tyler fucking Durden. He's always just been fucking Tyler Durden. This guy
Tyler Durden was fucking cool, bro.
But no, that's what he envisions in his goddamn head. He's that.
He looks like a Geodude. Like, why are your arms out like that? What are we doing? Got to catch them all here, Ash. Let's go, Roddy.
Yo, that's a deep cut Pokemon.
Deep cut all the way around.
It even got me for a minute.
Like, what are we like? Why are your arms out? What are we doing?
Because I'm so big, I'm so big.
Right.
But so far, it's actually, he's not bleeding, and we're almost 5 minutes into the match because we didn't even get an intro. So I'll give him credit for that.
Right. And truthfully, I mean, again, I am very hard on Moxley because I've kind of just given up. And a decent start to this match. I just hate everything he does. I do. I hate how he moves. I hate how he looks. His face bothers me. I'm sorry.
Breathe.
I'm so sick of him. I hated him as Dean Ambrose. I thought he was terrible as Dean Ambrose. I watched an old Rumble the other day, and Dean Ambrose was just wandering around the middle of the fucking ring. Punch, punch, kick. Punch, punch, kick. Chucked out by Brock. Good night. Let's go. Like, he was so bad.
Loathing, unadulterated loathing.
Right.
Denisha with a $2 super chat, watching Evolve first. It's been a good show. Shout out Evolve. Shout out Kendall Gray, the new breakout star of NXT right now.
Right
out there on Evolve. But yeah.
Killing it. So again, Moxley match ends up in the aisleway.
Yeah, we were doing so good. I thought we were going to get the Takeshita spot. Have you seen that, to where it's clearly the camera's on it and he's supposed to throw Moxley's foot into the barricade? Yeah. You see Takeshita just slap it right on camera.
Yeah. Yo, you see what happened to, was it Neon? Did you see that clip going around?
What's up?
No, the CMLL?
No.
Oh my God, I got to send you this clip. It is too fucking funny. He ran out and he did like the old like springboard from one rope to the second rope, like going from top to top, and just it looked like a fish that got shot midair, got tased, and just hit the floor. Like it did not go well. It's both men down. And again, it's just, I want, for people that defend Moxley, I am all ears. Another Moxley match. It's a Continental Classic. Roddy's a great professional wrestler, and Moxley has him wandering around the arena. No 10 count, no count of any kind. The ref just following them, waving his hands. Like, what are you doing? Directing traffic? Moxley can't stay in the ring and deliver a good wrestling match. He can't do it. I challenge him to do it.
I'm on commercial right now, but yeah, especially when you're supposed to be having it to where it's part of this legitimate tournament that's like the G1, to where you have stipulations in place for a draw or anything. That's when you really need to, if you want to sell us on it, stick to the rules. Then you actually, a DQ matters, a count out matters, a time limit draw. All of that shit matters when you actually invoke the rules. The rules.
You're able to create moments within rules, right? Like if there's a count out, you can create that, get back to the ring moment. And again, I don't mind guys leaving the ring. I don't mind guys being at ringside. It's every fucking match. Every time we see you, you resort to punches and kicks and forearms, and you do nothing. You look weird. You're twitchy. I don't get why. And you don't do your job well. You 9 times out of 10 won't sell shit. You won't do shit for other people. And just because you tap out once in a while doesn't mean you actually sold. You just got out of there as quick as you could, because fuck them. And we're all the people that you put over. MIA right now. So I don't know what to tell you.
they're all hospitalized at this point, or fighting for the
True.
world title. But the rules are the easiest thing to use in a storyline and in any sort of performance thing because it creates an instant thing that you have to work against, that you create as a restraint that you have to work within of confines to the situation. And that helps build the structure to everything. So it's the
Oh, for sure.
easiest thing. And they seem to just want it. Like it takes no work from anybody. It's just the concept that's there.
Mhm.
And they don't want to involve it. They just,
Well,
nah,
and
fuck that.
again, when you're playing the psychology game and you have a ref and the ref's calling the action proper, then it helps you get heel heat. It helps build up the good guy. It allows you to have outs in certain matches. Again, so much match, especially like with the tag teams. Like if you make those tags count, you got to hold onto that rope, and the ref, like, when was the last time you saw that good spot where like the baby face tags his partner and the partner goes to jump in, but the ref didn't see it, and they make the guy go back
Then
on the
they
hot
question them,
tag.
"No, no, no, I
When was
didn't
the
you didn't
last time
tag,
they
you
did
gotta go
that?
back over there." But that's when they
Yeah.
use tag ropes and everything like that. Now we're getting too old school for these
No,
people.
that's when it was good shit, man, because you get so jazzed. You're like the good, one of the guys has been beat up for 20 minutes. He finally gets the tag, and the ref was distracted. You're like, come
But
on.
but it's the easiest stuff because it takes no work. All you just have to do is work within the confines of it. It's the same thing of like Superman is only so entertaining when he has restrictions, when he has a weakness, when he has a flaw, he has something he has to work within. Batman, all of that. Of you create the structure of everything. Now you've got already an inherent thing that you've got to work against before anyone even steps in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, again, yeah, you're 100%. It allows, the rule. It allows for so much, and they just miss that. And I know, again, I see a lot of people online. They'll come at me. Oh, he's having an amazing year. Okay, do tell. Well, he's carried the company on his back. How so? Well, he's had, look, he's had more
Don't you watch
matches.
the show? Don't you watch the
Yeah,
show?
yeah. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, I love it. Oh, you guys clearly don't watch the show. You commented on a video of us watching the
The
show.
show.
Oh, fucking
Michael, what
hell.
up? Well, speaking of comments, shout out Michael, but MDB is saying leave comments after every video. It helps the algorithm.
And we'll
Nick
answer
Foley might like
polite.
that too, of the
Yeah, we
algorithm.
acknowledge it all. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just making a political joke that I probably shouldn't have with Mick Foley and Al Gore. But yeah.
Well, it's I don't know about globally, but it's definitely getting warm in here. That's a bit of a stretch.
No, it still worked. It still worked. Just stay in limber out there.
There was a comment by Nair that I wanted to click on. Oh, the half the clock has elapsed. Sammy is better. Yeah, by miles. John Moxley sounds like KJ's version of Sammy. Yeah, except Moxley sucks.
Now I know it'd be holding a little them too much to actually being honest with things. Much like they used to do the actual records. But should you, for it being a time limit match, should you not do the time limit like the countdown in the corner?
I think within 5 minutes, or even the last 3 minutes, maybe you throw it up in the corner just to put it in the mind of the fans.
New Japan, the 2 minutes,
yeah,
all of that.
Because it creates angst, right? Like that's what you're hoping to do. You want to elicit emotion. Nice angle slam.
Well, I got a forearm.
The crowd's clapping, but I mean the match has been okay.
I got Roddy for a 2 count right now.
Roddy back up off the ropes, big clothesline.
I got him sitting up after a 2 count. I don't know if I'm ahead or behind. And this is a lovely HBO Max, their choice of streaming services. Right. I can't wait till they go to Netflix.
Right.
I got Roddy going for what looks like kind of a walls, but Moxley's fighting out in a rope.
Right.
Chris.
Yeah, I got Mox. Sorry, I got Roddy getting to his feet. Now he's hooking up. So how did you end up ahead?
I don't know. Man, am I ahead? I got Roddy.
I got the walls. Right now. And then John Moxley rolls out of the ring after the walls.
Okay, so let me know when you've got Roddy about to set up Moxley on the steps, like he's about to hit some rock bottom shit.
1 second.
Well, I paused.
Yeah, I got Moxley on the stairs. Somehow I waited for you, and you ended up ahead of me. But I got Moxley doing the pile driver on the stairs.
Oh, I'm not there now because I paused because I was waiting for the rock bottom moment.
Okay, let me know when he hooks that up. So again, Moxley's outside the ring. Moxley's on stairs.
Trying to get the pile driver up right now.
Yeah, Roddy's reversing it.
No, yeah.
Up goes Moxley. Down goes Moxley.
Down goes Moxley.
Bella, we're good at this, bro.
Yeah, it's almost like we've been doing it for like 3 years or something like that, and we do it almost daily. You know, we actually watch all the different wrestling instead of, we get cooked on Twitter, so we cancel our streams or anything. I'm just saying. Or, we only watch certain companies' shows and everything. We watch everything. And only certain shows of that company. I was almost going to watch JCW before it even happened. I was misremembering when the show was.
Are they legit doing on a pole matches?
Are they? So, okay, we're going to talk about it now. Russo seems like he's very doing like the tongue in cheek of he's doing what everyone knows he's gonna do. It's almost I'm honestly watching it a little bit outside of there is some good independent talent on there, but also it is a little bit of a guilty pleasure of like how much is Vinny Roo gonna be Vinny Roo today?
Back scratches by Roddy.
Back scratch.
Yeah,
superplex.
I mean, part of me, like, Russo can't think he's going to put this company over to a point of some level of, increased or measurable success. 2 count.
I don't know. I mean, it's got me paying attention to it now. I mean, I was already peripherally because, like, our buddies Ben Bishop have wrestled out there and everything. A couple of guys who we know have been over there. But at the same time, now I'm tuning in weekly. Because what is Vinny Roo going to do?
But next? You need to get away from you watch way too much wrestling to watch JCW.
But it is that digestible Jerry Springer shit of it. Just it's that off the wall. And Violent J's even been on the record of saying it's still his company. And he was allegedly warned about bringing in Vinny Roo.
I mean, it couldn't get any worse. What are they going to do? Go to, they're already in backyard. So worst case scenario, Vinny leaves and they're still where they started.
But I was also a guy that had like the JCW like VHSs and everything. Like
I had their video game. I had their fucking, the backyard wrestling. Yeah, man. I mean, no, I mean, a little disrespect, but I mean, ultimately, Vinny's Vinny. He's not. I don't know what we're gonna do with him.
But no, that's what it is. If it's just literally, it's that like it scratches that car crash itch, that trash TV a little.
That was a nice
cutter.
Yeah, it was actually nice.
Oh my God. Timestamp this, folks. KJ said something nice about
it. It was a nice cutter. It was well timed, well delivered. Pile driver, but I bet the pile driver doesn't end the match because pile drivers are whatever.
One,
broke the guy's neck, but he's good. Kick out.
Yeah.
So you hit him with a cutter and a pile driver kick out. And this is where
on a guy that wore a neck brace for a year.
Yeah. Right.
Now choke out. This is because I'm fucking cool. I do badass shit.
Again, you couldn't just win. You couldn't just win with the pile driver. You have to, I got to prove I'm a grappler. Yeah, okay. Fans chanting for Roddy, but remember, people generally don't tap out in this company.
They don't John Cena? So you're telling me that the same chokehold that tapped out John Cena can't put away
put him away. Right? Yeah, we'll put him away.
Tapped out like a bitch.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Nobody taps out in AEW because they're all worried about being bitches. So stupid. But Roddy to the bottom rope.
Cabral, Kyle, it's on the Tube of You. It honestly, it goes at 7:00 on Thursdays, so you can watch that right before we go live for the Dirt Sheet debate tomorrow night.
Right.
Hashtag
So Roddy gets hit with a fucking as we go back into the
he's doing better walls than Jericho.
Well,
he's gonna just take that move because the guy who did it
want it. There. The fans want Mox to tap so bad.
Do they? They're just politely tapping the barricade. Well, they are doing the whole story of Moxley's losing the big moments. Are the Death Riders losing their faith in Moxley vision, pun intended?
That's where having Moxley and the Death Riders in this tournament kind of muddy things up a little. Paradigm shift out of nowhere.
Will that even end it? Will that even
I think there's
end
only
it?
like 2 minutes left, right? There can't be much time left.
We don't know.
Mox is playing with his head. Why would that not just end the match? End the fucking match.
Because he's got to do the Peter Griffin.
He's going to kick you out.
Yep. At like a one count.
Out of everything.
Lonnie, I'm here via the Geek Box. Shout out the Box and Mrs. Box. I saw you guys on one of his reaction videos. Very funny. Nick jumped out of his seat and knocked his hat off. Glad to be here.
Let's go. Sounds like something we do.
A little bit, yeah, just a wee bit.
And there he gets the pin. Finally gets the pin.
What did he even hit to get the pin? Anyone know what he hit to get the pin? Because I just saw the pin. I heard something happen, but still, you hit him with your finisher. You hit him with a fucking pile driver, which is still supposed to be a devastating goddamn move. Right. On top of you just hit him with a cutter on a guy that spent a whole year in a fucking neck brace. But your goddamn shins out here.
The updated bracket: Claudio 7, Takeshita 7, Moxley 6, Roddy 0. The other two with 3. And they're fighting each other.
The jobber of this bracket. He's the Mark
looks
Briscoe.
Like it. It's a shame. It's a shame for Roddy. Roddy's fucking 10 times the wrestler than Moxley is.
But he's only half the size that Moxley is.
Yeah, it's true. But Moxley sucks.
Well, MDB is talking about things that don't suck. Pause. You know what's frying me right now? The little characters of KJ and Nick in the bottom corners. What are they on?
They're on all the stuffs.
Well, this is, man, even went to the point of it was enough of just with the Discord, which, by the way, we have the Discord. It's in the description of the video. Go and join it. Click it today because that's where we talk all the wrestling and keep you up to date on everything when we're not live. Eddie, damn it.
You never lose. You win or you learn. Well, clearly you're not learning, Eddie. But you are losing.
Well, this is kind of just like, yeah, I got to be here because I just lost to Joe. And they got to give me something so it doesn't just seem like it went completely out of nowhere.
Well, and again, I appreciate the sentiment. Very inspirational. You don't win. You never lose. You either win or you learn. But it kind of feels like a guy that's like, a younger guy that's on the way up says that kind of shit. Not the guy that's got like half a belly out the door.
Maybe Collision.
Okay, so we're gonna get Eddie tonight. Your lucky day. It is the holiday.
It is. Tony Khan is winning me back over here right now. He realized you were a lost ship, and now he's bringing me in. I'm just
digging to you. When I said lean in, that's not what I meant.
He meant lean into me, lean on me when you're not strong.
As here comes the Callis family.
Well, the man with all the friends, Don Callis, come out here, but. Yeah, this man, I thought my friend just made a little AI elf version of me and everything and sent it. So I then had to share it in the Discord. And then he doubled down and made us both, out there talking little elves.
It's I know we talk a lot about the technology and what it's doing and it's taking over. But sometimes it's kind of fun.
Skynet, goddammit. And
right.
But still. This is proof positive, folks, that we don't take ourselves too seriously. We're not out there, having to make sure we scream out from the mountaintops how we're the greatest and everything like that. We just prove it. But
wow, facts. But yeah, again,
Don DeMarco. But as I got to catch that,
fired. Can we get an EMS code 3, Washburn 51st Street? We got one down.
No, all I can think is, Gorilla go like, ain't nobody realer than Gorilla.
Right. Tanisha with $5. Wendy Chu is cutting a promo. There are no more spooky. She looks ready for championship. No makeup on her. She has improved on Evolve. What do you got to say about that, my friend?
Sorry, I'm just embracing too much of Takeshita, the IWGP champion, on my screen.
And Hitchichero?
Fuck off with Chicheros. Chichias. But Takeshita should be a guy that, I'm a wizard.
That's what I do after a good hit. Like, what are we doing? Ooh. You were getting spooky.
Look at my hands instead of my fucking fingers. But
look at my hands. What do you see? Mediocrity.
Well, the big entrance is for Okada. Meanwhile, Takeshita's the IWGP champion, and I still say should be. We talked about the Swerves, the MJFs, the Ospreys beforehand, the Kenny Omegas, Moxley's, dare you say, the Hangmans. Takeshita should be in that echelon. Takeshita should be a guy that's sniffing at around that world title, not out here in the Don Palace and the Malice fucking
this
faction.
is the $1 million bullshit. Yeah, Takeshita to me is somebody that's grossly underbooked.
Facts. I think that's the easiest and politest way to sum that up.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, again, I honestly feel like at times the company is upside down, and that's hurting it. I think us, like the fans out there that have kind of gone away, and some of my friends that I've spoken to that don't watch AEW anymore, a lot of it's like, man, I really like so-and-so, but they never do shit, right? Like, I like Ospreay, but he's in the middle fucking around with Callis. I like Kenny, but he's always fucking around with Callis. I like, Takeshita, but he's with Callis. Like, maybe Callis is the problem.
I want to click through a couple people that I see that popped in and everything, and then I got a good response to that of Warner, what up? Jose, Cal 444. I've been talking with my friends for the last few weeks about the possibility of Mox turning babyface before returning. No, Mox is not going to go.
It looks like he's trying. Like I understand what's being said here. Like post match, and he did it last week when he took the loss to Kyle. The way you're kind of presenting him, like as Kenny Omega's coming out, like it's almost like he's looking for sympathy. And then tonight, when he got the win, he was almost doing that like baby face, like I did it, like yeah, guys, like, and he was like talking with the crowd, but in like a hypey kind of way. And again, I think that's what a lot of people have talked about. But again, then you're gonna the easiest way to turn him heel is just let the bad guys beat the shit out of him. Let's go. They need to turn.
To what? To turn baby to you're gonna do babyface
Moxley like
of the Death Riders turn on
right?
Not good. Not good. Of fucking heel Mox wasn't good. Right. So why do we think babyface, the complete alternative, the complete opposite of what he is, what he does, what he brings to the table? No,
dude. Heel Moxley is, I'm the baddest mother around. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to break your bones. I'm going to drink your blood. I'm going to eat your children. Babyface Moxley, I'm the baddest mother around. I'm going to eat your kids. I'm going to beat your children. I'm going to crush. What? That's all we're going to get. He has no
epitome of shades of gray. You can go to a Lowe's, a Home Depot, an Ace Hardware right now and say, let me get that Moxley gray, because that's what that is. He is what he is, and that's all that he is. He's the fucking Popeye the Sailor Man of pro wrestling.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a $1 million match, all or nothing match.
750 pounds, right? But $1 million. So, inflation.
Kenny, the Bucks, taking on Okada, Takeshita, Hitchichero. I feel like we've had some type of match like this a lot. And again, we'll see if they can make it a good one.
Third week in a row, we've had the money involved in this story.
The money doesn't make any sense anymore, Nick. It never did. Like, you want to do a special match, and there's like, it doesn't make sense because you're acting like Tony doesn't stop paying them. You still work here, but I don't pay you anymore. Like, it's a weird storyline to begin with. And then they have the money, then they do the Baron Corbin, and they blow the money, then they get money back, and then it's so dumb, so dumb.
Tanisha, I'm sorry for asking again. KJ, did you see my super chat? Yes, we did. Shout out to Tanisha. Appreciate you. No, though we're behind as per usual, and I think me being here is double delaying.
Yeah. She looks ready for championships. Yes, no, I agree. We touched on that. And I'm a fan of Wendy. I know what Wendy can do. So if she's not doing Spooky Ookie, that might even be better.
Yeah, I'm good with the Baconator. The Frosty is dope at Wendy. Especially to you try the new tenders out there. They might be changing to Tendy instead of Wendy out there. But yeah,
Tendy
that's
Chew.
the Wendy I like. Wendy Chew, Hot Chew, bless you, good for you. No,
not working, eh? All right, well, we'll see. She might be Armstrong here coming up, so we'll see how it goes.
Lance,
well,
or Brad. We said Armstrong.
Down he goes. As Kenny gets, and we're off and running.
Oh yeah, I got
it. Here we go. Kicks in the corner.
Yeah. What do you even call that?
Just kicks in the corner. A collection of kicks.
Someone's playlist on Spotify. Collection of kicks.
There you go. And the crowd's getting live. I mean, I'll give them credit. The crowd's into it. I mean, we know the Brits like a good fucking show, so they seem to be enjoying themselves right now as we go to commercial break.
Can I say this? And I'm going to sound like a shill of some company in some form or fashion with this. This is a really good, big marketing term, optic of WWE is getting booed to the gills. You're Q Hunter and everything. AEW shows out there in front of 11,000 people, cheering, adoring fans because they're out there overseas. I'm just saying it's a good look for AEW right now, timing wise, to have this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I watched Monday Night Raw where the fans were cheering just fine.
I'm not saying that you're taking it a different way. I'm saying that this is a good opportunity of all the times to be in this situation to where you're overseas in front of an audience that's, waiting with bated breath for some pro wrestling to show up over there. And you've got 11,000 people versus your normally 1,100 people showing up for a Dynamite. That's what I'm saying is that's a good look right now for AEW in this. Again, going back to the supposed Twitter IWC hate the fact that John Cena tapped out fans.
Yeah, I don't think because John Cena tapped out, this is a good time. I don't get that really. I think that's a reach. Ultimately, that having good shows, ending the year well is great for them. But yeah, I mean, I think that sounds like an internet reach a little bit in the idea of somehow this has to, it's the counter booking to trying to get away from the, capitalize on the John Cena moment. But the company, I think that's silly.
You don't think that it's at least
it's good.
That's
good.
What I was saying. That's literally what I was saying, and you spun it into this they planned regardless. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think it's just got stretched at the end. You lost me in the second half. Chop, chop, kick, kick. That's how we roll.
Well, at least it's got Val Venus and Taka Michinoku. That's a different chop, chop.
Friendly chew. I like it. I hear that. Right. That's exactly it.
That's
what it feels like. You put the music works
and everything of if you watched a John Moxley match on Fast Forward, that's what it would be, because now they're fighting outside. Now all of a sudden he's bleeding. Now all of a sudden, where did the barbed wire come from? Why is there flames? It'd just be that kind of, it's like a Three Stooges skit.
Right. Michael, so Netflix buying Warner Brothers Discovery streaming services does can Netflix force Tony Khan and AEW to interact with them? No, it's not how it's going to work. And I've been on the record, and I haven't heard the dirt sheet say it. Maybe one or two people mentioned it, but again, people get caught up in the bullshit. I'm pretty confident that the WWE would have some type of protection against AEW programming being on Netflix. And I think that's where that dies.
Have you seen the alleged story going around to where Warner Brothers Discovery is going to turn down the quote unquote hostile takeover from Paramount and take Netflix's deal?
Mm-hmm. That's the rumor. It seems like the front runner is going to be it's going to stick with Netflix. And again, the catch becomes you got to vote. The shareholders got to have a say in it, and then ultimately you have to, it's not just dollar for dollar. Like, well, they gave us this much and they gave us this much. It's the entities and the pieces and all of it involved. As Okada gets knocked over and he's pissed off.
I got
That's
him
okay.
setting up. Eating a suplex from Kenny in the center of the ring. I again do not know if I'm ahead or behind.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I just got a suplex now.
Oh. Hitchachero clothesline?
Hitchachero clothesline.
There we go.
So
for some reason, somehow I'm getting. They must have heard me talking all this shit about Max because I keep ending up coming out on the, on a 1st and 10 instead of a 4th and 1 when we come out of these commercials.
Right. I bet you Andrade was supposed to be. No, he was in the group before Andrade. So, I mean, should he be in this match? Yeah, but this is kind of a thrown together match, ultimately. So, to say Andrade, Paul, we don't know. But, I mean, again, Hitchachero's been around for a while. I don't care for him. He's one of the innocuous members of the Callis family that don't really do or mean anything.
Do we get the Elite reunion if we still could have Andrade? Well, yeah, you might still because of that, because he was going to be in the Callis family. I just remembered that. But you probably have that. That was going to be probably a singles match at their last pay-per-view. And then you'd probably be split off more with that instead of the Okada stuff out here.
Right. Da-da. Swear to God, I'm so sick of Takeshita and Okada. Again, because the story arc has gone on and it's been weird, and the Bucks are the guys out of everybody here, not Kenny, not anyone else. The Bucks are taking the time to play to the crowd, and the crowd's they're going from quiet to making noise. When the action was actually going on, the crowd got quiet, and the Bucks woke them up, giving credit where it's due.
Again, hell has frozen over. KJ has said a good thing about Jon Moxley and a good thing about the Young Bucks. And they say on that day, the KJ's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Right. I mean, I got to call it out. Like, I mean, and again, it's not like the Bucks don't do anything good. I'm just sick of their shit. And they're not nearly as good as they are. And here we do the Ole pose. Here we go. And you got 3 men. Like, this is where I get really irritated and I don't love it. Literally, all 3 guys are staring at this.
You mean the same people that hated Jey Uso running back his entrance, loved when Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland sat there and paused in the middle of a match to play drowning pool? What?
Like, but I just hate the guys taking the move looking like complete and utter fucking morons. I hate it. I can't get into it. It takes me out. Like, I know I even bitched like 40 seconds. You got 8 women wobbling around waiting for EO to come off the top. Find a better way. You're just standing. I'm sorry. If I see a grown-ass man flying through the air in my direction, I might move. I might move. Like, fuck, maybe. Joe's figured it out.
Well, I like this though from Klaatu of KJ's handing out Xmas gifts to the wrestlers. Yes, KJ Claus is out there. And so, Jon Moxley, you did a good cutter today because for this year. The Young Bucks, you got the crowd in Manchester, England on a Dynamite excited. He's out there saying nice things.
It just is what it is. I mean, fuck.
You're feeling the holiday spirit, my guy. Get a little festive out here.
Well, very festive, Nick. Very festive.
Well, yes, as we see, but I'm in a commercial, so we've talked about my favorite Christmas movie, or pretty much my favorite Christmas movie. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I kind of expected, to be honest.
No, I think Home Alone takes the cake for me. I love that movie. Really, Home Alone might be number 1. Elf, number 2.
I'm not an Elf guy. No.
I love Elf. Elf is ridiculous. So dumb.
That's the thing. It's too much.
So
It's
dumb.
too brain rot for me.
Oh, come on.
I like the rank. I like old school, like the old Rankin Bass, like stop motion, like Santa Claus is coming to town with the Burgermeister Meisterburger.
Right.
Either they are going or I am going, and I am most certainly not going.
Yeah. Right. I mean, there's a lot. But what's the one? Is it Last Christmas with Joseph Gordon-Levitt or whatever the fuck, and Seth Rogen? That movie is underrated and hilarious. Great Christmas movie.
Oh no, yeah, that has Anthony Mackie. I know what you're talking about, but I can't.
Yeah.
The 1, 2 with that just came out like I think a year or two ago, or a couple of years now at this point.
Yeah.
With the dad from Stranger Things, Red Guardian, and everything. He plays actual Santa, but he's like badass Santa because that's been the whole thing.
I can't remember. I think I know what you're referring to.
Neither one of us remember. I really like the Home Alone. Like I like bits of Home Alone, and you always kind of quote it. I really like the soundtrack, like the songs that they use, the Christmas songs that they use in Home Alone. Yeah. Everybody quotes that you got to the count of 10 to get you no good keister off my property. 1, 2, 10. Keep the change, you filthy animal. But yeah, that's up there.
Truly my number one of all time favorite Christmas movie is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I don't think there's anything better than that. I saw that when I was like 6, and I think that movie's fucking ridiculous. Like I said, Home Alone, like as far as like a kind of kiddie movie. Elf, I do like Elf, even though you don't. But yeah, no, I mean, and then lately, like all kind of through December, I called them Christmas adjacent movies, like Die Hard, Friday After
Die Hard
Next.
is Christmas movie. We established this on the members only. And
Bruce said it wasn't. Fuck Bruce. But
Kevin Smith quotes, "Fuck Bruce."
But Friday After Next, underrated Christmas movie.
Yes, absolutely. I am aboard, Damon.
Pimp down.
232, pimp in distress. The 30, the 40, 35, 47.
Too funny.
Oh, I worked Target security on Black Friday and would sit there and top flight security of the world, Craig.
Oh, ooh.
The OG Grinch is up there too.
Grinch is fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas Story, I don't mind. I don't love it as much as some other people do.
That's how you know we're not Turner shows, because we didn't pitch to the fucking 24-hour all-day marathon.
Right. Oh, there goes Okada not taking a move.
Oh, blah dee, oh, blah da, match goes on. Oh, I'm not gonna bump for this move.
Man, again, I mean, the other Jackson's getting up on the apron to get the crowd up for the fucking tag.
But it's such a, can I say something? It is such the indie of like your local brother tag team just got up and just everybody clap. Like we're not cheering for what's going on here. We're clearly not cheering the action, which was the fucking story. We're cheering because you're telling us to clap. It's like the fan cam shit of you're just getting the crowd involved, and I'll give them credit for it. But the story ain't getting it over because no one's caring about the fucking action. The second they're done clapping, crowd goes quiet.
Right. Jackson on fire. Down goes everybody. The kick, the Hurricane Rana, the wheelbarrow into the cutter.
Now I got the wheelbarrow cutter. Be nice if Dynamite had like this one consistent streaming platform that we could watch it on. Who would have fucking thunk it? Which, by the way, on a side note, I think I kind of found this out today. If you have a Triller Plus subscription or anything like that, pretty much watch what you want to watch that you have on there and everything. Because my subscription like got canceled.
I got a thing too.
Through nothing of my own actions. Well, no, they're hard up. They're struggling, my God. They're almost completely off the NASDAQ and everything. They might cease to be. So There's your 2025 resolution of watch all the independent wrestling, watch everything that you had, all the old AEW pay-per-views that you ordered and everything that are on trailer, because they might not be there in 2026.
Absolutely.
Hashtag again, not sponsored.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Who do you think is going to be leaving WWE? Whoa, now. We ain't even gotten out of 2025 and you're expecting us to predict firings?
Yeah, no, that's not good. I'll be right back.
You're good.
No, I'm not.
Now you are. There you go. As KJ is taking a pause for the cause of, see, Sano's always got to be in the spotlight. But we're about to get a tag in, so we're going to get Okada versus Kenny squaring up on free TV so we're going to get a tease of some of the best Wrestle Kingdom, some of the best pro wrestling matches I have ever seen. My personal bias was from these two men. Now, granted, this is seeming to be a little bit like Undertaker and HBK. They can't quite kind of do what they used to do. Now the elves are even bigger. There you go. Yes. Now they're just nightmare or they're just, looking to. It's so funny when I have the comment pulled up because KJ's little elf over there is just looking over like, how you doing, neighbor? Like can Wilson from can Tool Time, Home Alone, not Home Alone, can Home Improvement. At least they got home, right? I'm happy with this match. I just hope it cooks. It's been all right. It's been acceptable, passable. Granted, I'm not there are some people that I've seen on Twitter and on social media and everything that are like, this is a pay-per-view level card. Not quite. Super kick. Does this have the makings of at least a go home pay-per-view show kind of match a little bit? And now granted, I'm getting really interested of the formatting of the show, especially when it's the 3 hours, because it seems like they do as much as they can in the first half and then just let everything, drip on through to the other side. But everybody's down right now. MDB, my stomach hurts. Well, take some fucking Pepto. I'm crying real tears. Real tears. Cry me a river. Well, I guess that's kind of what you're doing. Creepy wrestling elves. Well, you've heard of Elf on the Shelf. What? There. Keep it above the waist. And so here, we'll do this in the chat while KJ's on a pause because I might get in trouble. What is your, KJ on a Ray J kind of like, what is your, for us being elves on the shelves, what is your elf on the shelf with us? Pause. Anyways, moving on. So Takeshita just taken the dual wielding powerbomb roll through from the Bucks as they're right now working over. Kata eats a double kick. Spaz, what up? Mega, what up? Mascot was right back. No, he's already been revealed. This is turning into Krampus. No. Can I say something controversial? I'm kind of over Krampus, and it's more of just because. So, I live in an apartment building. Spoiler alert. And obviously, we're all homies. We all get along. Everything. We're all one extended family. We do building Christmas every goddamn year because we're all a bit of the fans of the spooky. We watch goddamn Krampus. Shouldn't that have been a goddamn 3 count? Did Corpse Ref what should have been a 3? Billy Corgan Corpse Ref. I swear to God, I thought he counted 3, but then Kenny broke it up, which we can get into the whole conversation about Thea Hale and Blake Monroe that's taken over the internet. outside of a few things. But yes, back to original point of breed. Yes, but super kick. What are you doing? Who knew Krampus is what would have gotten next? Yeah, fair enough. Well, we end up watching every year, and I'm just kind of over watching it. But yeah. Kenny and Takeshi. See, that's Snapdragon suplex. Now to Hitchachero. Could we still in 2026 get a good Kenny Omega Takeshita match? Especially now with it being more new. Could you get it in New Japan? Where's the tag? The tags don't exist anymore. Again, no tags, no ropes, no nothing. Everybody as Hitchachero eating the triple super kick from the super click. This is the match that never ends. V-trigger to the back of Hitchachero. And Hitchachero, thank you for coming. You're just here to take the pin. Oh, what the? Meltzer driver, one-winged angel is right now what they just hit for a 3 count. As every heel's down. Don Callis is on commentary at ringside. No involvement. No. It was good until it ain't, and I hate to say it, but I feel like pretty much about the halfway point it became ain't. Takeshita would have to carry that old man for that whole. I don't think so. I still now, granted, they have the Kenny's a bit on a pitch clock because of the diverticulitis and all of that, but still, I think you could get something out of Takeshita more than anything to me needs to be the prominent guy or a prominent guy. As again, we just get who stared at each other more in 2025? Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes or Takeshita and Okada? And so now they're laying out both Jacksons right now, each in their own way of almost anything you can do, I can do better. J-Boy, what up? Ronan. 101 Santa Con just gave the Elite $1 million. Yes, he did. Well, did he give them the $1 million that they had already been owed from Callis? What does he have, a broom or a rake? Chimney. Oh, the cleaner because he's got a broom. Chimney. Is there anything left to really pull out with Kenny? Being honest, I love me some Kenny Omega. I know that there's still even the same people that always view everything with Kazuchika Okada as it's the greatest thing because of everything that happened in New Japan. But has Kenny peaked? Is Kenny now, I don't want to say damaged goods, but is he one of those of you're not going to get anywhere near the Kenny that you could have a little bit? But I'm in commercial break right now as the Elites win the $1 million that somehow went from 2 briefcases to 1 briefcase. As up next, I believe we're getting the contract signing of Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, and Hangman Adam Page for their triple threat match for the world title at World's End. And be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. We're ever so close right now to, again, hitting a couple milestones of, I think, where the channel is ever so close to 3 million views. We're tiptoeing by the window on 8K subscribers. So, again, be a friend, tell a friend. Spread the good gospel of wrestling out there. And trust me, as we've seen now, it's becoming more evident as the year goes on of save your friends from bad content creators, bad reactions, just bad people out there that just they're just doing false takes. They're just overreacting for some engagement. Damn, they got Sofia Vario on my TV during this commercial. Really, I got Panera bread, my guy. This is out here trying to make me hungry. John, what up? Randy Kidget. No, Kidget's on a pause. Dubai. Who Dubai? AW going to Dubai? Randy was fair enough. Y'all having a home conversation. I'm sorry I interrupted him. Shirt someone for Christmas with the Wrestling for Life now. Absolutely. Let's see if I can find those slide. Absolutely, 100%. Get your merch out there today. And again, most of it's going to be limited edition. Might be the last run of it if come 2026, pause, Von Wagner come Tuesday, that, we might be out here imitating and innovating and immigrating onto our merch stores. So 100% going to be all the new flavor, all the new, bits and bobbles out there. And again, we're still constantly growing, and everything that you guys send our way, whether it's a super chat, whether it's a super sticker, just a subscribe, just a goddamn nice message, a comment after the video, does nothing but go back into the channel. We're not out there pitching for cameos or anything. Everything goes right back into the channel. And how can we do bigger and better and continue to grow and keep this thing rolling? Keep this big snowball rolling on a river. But Elf Nick has my full attention. But Nick mad because we're ignoring him. No, I am mad. Oh, we hope you interrupt our oh, fair enough. It's confusing to me too, as I got Tony Schiavone coming out out in the ring right now. So we're about to get the contract signing, the summit, the hearing, the make it official like a referee whistle from Hangman, Swerve, and Samoa Joe for what I would assume is the main event of World's End. And hell of a way to go out on 2025 of, I assume you're going to crown a new world champion with this. So again, AEW might be starting to move in the right direction. Gotta give them credit. Hope that that they're seeing momentum. They've gone from practice squad to they're on the active roster kind of shit of now can we just get a little bit more reps and really believe, can I put you in my fantasy roster right now? As I say that in the playoffs of Sean might sit there and fuck around, catch a triple double of taking out KJ followed by me. But yeah. Richard, the new Swerve Strong, ain't hitting for me. Or ain't hitting the same. That's the first time I'm really paying attention to it. It's not a bad song. Like I don't hate it. I think I already have it on my library. Listen to it, but it's one of those you didn't need to change it up because everybody got along with, with Swerve's OG theme. So yeah, Swerve when I drive. Yeah, Swerve when I drive. That's what I'm picturing right now because that got everybody bouncing with it. It's like if Jey Uso went heel like that, everybody thought it was going to happen. So we just get rid of that to where everybody's eating just because, what? We needed to change something up. I guess you got a new song, can have it in the lower third of, new track out from Swerve. Get it today on iTunes or something. Still say with, big pressure applied. Yeah, Swerve. Why not? You just got everybody going with it. Tony, John Cena, thank you. What change a lit song to the least impressive one. Yeah, I bet. Loki, you might be right. What? It's a darker version. I get it, but it's not working. Yeah, I don't know if you got with the last name White can come back as a darker version, or if you really want to come back saying you're not working.
Right. Well, I'm playing Dark Santa tonight. We'll call it that way. But here comes Joe.
You're in
with
a
Hook.
dark state.
Yes, I am. I Here's a weird thing, a weird question. Somebody burns your house down, and then you make it a part of your video to like that makes you cool that your enemy burned your house down. Help me understand.
This reminds me of a thing I saw on Instagram today, to where one boxer it's like not it's some small ass promotion type thing, but one boxer is gonna fight another boxer for their title and everything. He brought his baby mom out there with paperwork to prove that he had adopted his opponent's son before the fight. Like, you're gonna just let that shit slide? Like, you're gonna have part of your Titantron right now that I gotta see every week, every time you come out? Is you burning down my house right now, dog? Like, no, we ain't friends.
Yeah, it's just odd, right? And I found like so we were here for a lot like Dynamite, and I don't believe they announced a triple threat match at Dynamite. And then we come back to this Dynamite, and we're doing a contract signing for a match that you didn't really.
You didn't watch 4:30 in the afternoon Collision because of John Cena's match that
But-
it needed to be moved up?
What are we doing? Like, I don't understand what the approach is here. And yeah, I guess a triple threat. I mean, I don't know. I wish it was Swerve Joe 1-on-1, but here we go.
How do you feel about the new Swerve song?
It's not good. It's not as good as his old one. Why would you change that?
That's kind of my thought, because that's the first time I truly sat there and
Why?
I'm gonna listen to it. It's not a
Yeah.
bad song. Like, got the new whip, I'll throw it in there and everything. I'll listen to it. Cool. I'll listen to that on my ride to work. But if I'm seeing you come out, top rope, big pressure, apply,
Yeah.
Swerve, why not try? Like the whole crowd bops to that.
Yeah, unless he's going straight out heel. I mean, why would you change it? Why would you take something that the crowd gets into away? Like, imagine Jey Uso came out on Monday with new music. What are we doing?
Can we play a game real fast? Who's heel and who's babyface? Samoa Joe.
Joe heel.
Babyface.
Heel.
Hangman Adam Page.
Babyface.
Hook.
Heel.
Swerve Strickland.
Babyface.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because he came out and attacked the heel. Right? I mean, again, you're right with the question, the follow-up question.
But I'm
again,
walking on your fucking grave every time I'm showing my me burning down your house when I walk
but it's
out.
now his thing somehow. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem. If you try and make everybody a tweener, if you try and make everyone gray, it blurs the lines. And Swerve just came back to a big pop, big fanfare. To me, he's one of your best talents. And instead of just focusing in on him, you muddy it up with what we have now with the triple threat. I think you just need a bigger spotlight for Swerve to shine. And again, you just
had it.
Babyface.
You had it when he was champ and everything, and then it kind of just withered away a little bit.
Yeah.
This is a little bit like Hangman and Swerve being friends, and I get, oh, we've got the mutual hate. This is like, though, if Swerve came out of like, say, Drake, I heard you like him young. You better never go to Cell Block 1. As that is his fucking intro music before he teams with Drake for a tag match.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, like, I mean, even if it was a case of Swerve came back and went after Joe, but Hangman and Swerve are having issues because Swerve's stepping in his yard, and now they're, not happy. You get a triple threat, but up until now, they're working together. So again, it's a lack of understanding of psychology. Some fans overlook it. That's why things fall flat. Like, you really want strong reactions from the fans. You got to put people in strong positions to get it. They're chanting for Swerve. Why would you make his entrance darker? Why would you make him darker? The fans want to cheer for him.
It's like if you switched up Seth's music. It's like if you switched up Jericho's music. And I know we've talked about it, and at times it's not exactly the straight one-to-one comparable, but it's, to me, it's the closest kind of comparable that I can get to right now. Of you had the whole crowd that started bouncing. It's like how everybody wanted Jey Uso to turn heel. If you ran away from him out there yeeting with all the fans, it looked like a terrible business move.
Yeah. All right. So again, this is going right now. We have all three people in. Geekbox, how you doing? What's up, everyone's second favorite box? Go check out our buddy Geekbox. How you been, buddy?
What up? I was halfway for a second. I was like, well, around the holiday season, because presents, Christmas box, everything. Would he be second or third? Is he still second on that list? Does he jump up to first?
Swerve?
I was making a joke about Geekbox. The presents boxes.
Number two. Number two, a solid number two. A distinct number two. Look at these. Oh my God. How do I say this nicely? I don't know
what you're trying to say, so say it.
Oh, she looked familiar. But yeah, no. I mean, sometimes the fan cam's a little rough on these shows. Oof. What a collection.
Well, is it just interesting that both Hangman and Swerve, like, now it's just chain links part of their attire?
Yeah, I guess.
But if they just stay with this as a triple threat, so who's your favorite to win this? If it's basically, to an extent, it's a 2-on-1 until Hangman and Swerve have that falling out of, no, I'm going to win this, not you. Then you get back to that seated ascension.
I give the belt to Swerve, man. Go into 2026 strong, new. Like, give it to Swerve. Just have a really good match and let Swerve end the year as champion. The last thing we see from your company in 2025 is Swerve and a shit ton of pyro.
But is Hangman Page not your Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes?
Page don't put ass in seats. Page don't draw. Page. I mean, Page had 2 title runs that were lackluster. To me, the money match was Joe versus Swerve. Yeah, I don't know.
But then what do Hangman's almost built into this situation of what do you do with him if he's not in this?
Again, that's the you move him anywhere. There's other guys out there. That's how you get fresh matchups. That's how you get fresh storylines. Is okay, we can't have everybody fight for the world title. So you know what, Hangman, we're gonna move you down. You're gonna beef with this person. You're gonna find an issue with that guy, and you write it in and you make it make sense.
Would Hangman Takeshita slap?
Yeah, it would work. Absolutely. I think Hangman can wrestle. I really do. I just like this segment to me is going a bit long. Anyone else feel like that? And again, the crowd's cheering and they're, boisterous, but I don't know if they're really reacting to what's being said or just chanting.
Well, that's where you get into, it's the UK crowd they've
Right.
been devoid of wrestling, so they're going to react for anything. They might even react for a young buck clapping in the corner.
Right. And now they're cheering for Swerve. Swerve, to me, is the guy. The fact that you took the audience participation out of him, his entrance, I mean, to me, it shows you have no clue what you're doing. That's why you want to put guys like Moxley on the card everywhere, or guys like Yuta or Garcia. You don't get it, right? I'm sorry.
The participation in the guy that was supposed to get booed, but took the participation out of the guy that was supposed to get cheered.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, oh, they're making noise. Let's do something else. Like, it almost feels like Vince. Like, it's just like, I want the people I like to get over, not the people the fans are cheering for. Right? Like, I think it is. It's still going. I mean, are we not stuck with, wanting a little more sense, right? Like, just book it better, be smarter about it.
Does every promo from Hangman Adam Page need to be this pretend poetic fucking epilogue fucking monologue thing that he always does? Of why can't it just be sometimes I want to kick your fucking ass and then just clobber somebody? Of why does everything have to be this spotlight on me?
Lights
Juliet,
out,
Romeo,
lights out,
wherefore
lights
art
out,
thou,
lights
Romeo?
out, lights out.
I don't have lights out.
Shit.
I got lights out. I'm knocking everything over. I got lights out. Scooby-Doo.
He's back. MJ. Well, I like it. I like it. I'm a little, surprised they went so long and now you're going to do this.
Here he comes to
but
save the day.
He's back.
Look, as
Maxwell,
fresh as a
Jacob,
daisy out there.
Raymond.
Got to shape up everything. Well, you even mentioned it at the start of the show of him out here in this four-way, and now you move the title to MJF, and now you can pivot going into 2026 of MJF, Hangman, Swerves, your kind of main event scene.
Yeah, again, the guy means something. Listen to the crowd right now, and he's got a little grin. I like it. I'm happy to see him. The guy's a star, and he instantly kind of ups the game. And when you look at having a Hangman, if you get Ospreay back sooner than later, MJF, Swerve, those are some exciting guys that could be really fun to watch. No disrespect to Joe. Joe's great, but as far as guys in their prime, but he grabs the contract. Is he really doing this?
I hate that he's going to sit there and announce that he's going to do it a week beforehand instead of doing it in the middle of the match. But so MJF has just added himself. So it's gone from a triple threat to a fatal four-way. And we all know Joe is kind of the placeholder, the guy to be the go-between a little bit here. But honestly, right now, just this match alone, and I think this is about it. That's really been advertised for World's End.
Yeah.
I'm already sold.
I just made the fucking thumbnail with 3 of them on it, bastard.
I'm sorry.
MJF is back. You know what? He flicked the pen and went to walk away. I think if he would have just walked off, the music hit and he left, that would have been better than him grabbing the microphone. Truthfully, tonight. I 100% think that would have been better. Come out, sign the contract, smile, and wander off. This has already been a long segment. They all got 5 minutes each with the mic. Now MJF on top of it. I think it would have been a fucking flex on everybody to just sign, I'm in the match, and walk off without saying a word.
Now, granted, you're making me not want to listen to an MJF promo, which is already hurting me. As he's out there too with the pinstripe suit of, I'm better than you and you know it. But yes, a 25-minute segment does not need an extra 10 minutes.
Well, what it does, I agree with you. I think MJF's great. I'm happy he's back. Just then make everything else shorter to build to this moment and let the bulk of this segment be MJF, right? Let me reintroduce myself. And I like it. And he's doing good, but the energy level comes down. It's human nature. But Joe steps up, and I love Joe. Let's go.
And just do something, bitch. But still, this would have been great. And again, reminder, spoiler alert, there are still 2 Dynamites before World's End. So you could have had to where MJF walks out, signs the contract as he's leaving, throws it over his fucking shoulder. Christ almighty, if you want a production note, you pan in hard onto that to show that he signed it and everything for World's End. And so now that it's, going to be of a fatal 4-way, and he walks off. And then you
Yeah.
can use next week and the following week to have this moment to where he talks
Mhm.
and he can hold court instead of now
Yeah.
15 minutes becomes 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's late. Like even the crowd just clapped, but they're considerably quieter now than they were 10 minutes ago. That's just science, Nick. That's how that goes. It is exactly what you would expect it to be. Like they've been in the ring just talking for a while, and it does. If what you want to do as a booker is put your guys in the best position to look good, him making his return and cutting a long promo after all of it hurts him.
The only thing that I can say that's a saving grace is because everybody wants to shut the fuck up and listen to MJF.
Yeah, that's for sure. And again, I don't want to like take away from him. I'm happy to see him back.
No, I agree with you, but I'm just saying, I mean, he has
Yeah.
that extra little trump card. It's so good, so great, but what Swerve even pipes up. Yeah, so we've
Fire
had
bars, Shane.
oh.
Yeah, why are they wearing matching chains? I know you talked about it earlier, but my God, it looks silly.
Yeah. They're all just Nicholas Cage.
Oh, you're both dog shit rappers.
The name's on the tip of my tongue. P. Diddy.
That's rude. I don't know, like Swerve should punch him right now.
Well, this is the thing, this is how they try and get a pass for this, because you want to listen to MJF. I don't care if he shows up in the main event, the pre-show, the post-show. I want to hear what Maxwell has to say when he has a microphone.
MJF has grown on me. MJF's good. He's a talented kid. He really is.
It's still crazy to me
like
that
Ethan
the
Page.
hottest free agent of 2024 hasn't really hit his peak, and it might not be till 2026.
Right. Oh, he actually said the 3 letters.
Hangman just smiling at Swerve.
Here we go again. Fan base meltdown in 3, 2, 1. You're not great.
You run there, however, not great.
You twerked for wow. Shit.
Even Nana kind of had to come up and like, it's okay. It's okay.
Yo. I hope this turns into a shoot fucking scrap.
But no, this is the edge. This is where you want to push this. This is what works with MJF. This is what has worked with AEW. When you believe these fuckers might actually really want to square up and everything. When they're actually like, sometimes you get a little too inside baseball, but when you actually add some visceral, some vinegar, some venom behind something, instead of just, Okada, I'm going to beat you because I'm better than you.
Right. Is he referred to Joe as Sloppy Joe?
Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe.
Mocking
I
the
need to get from MJF hitting the gritty. You've been a very messy tenant in the house I built for you.
This is my house.
Yo. Does it hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? I'm a big dog, so I do big dog shit.
He's killing it. He is killing it. Let's go. World's End. As MJF just cooking. My AEW title.
100% of allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Max. Oh, M to the F.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Let's go.
Well,
Let's go.
Jacob Friedman. And I'm better
Let's
than you,
go.
and you know it. Yo,
That's
honestly,
good shit.
that is, to me, if you took out just MJF's promo out of that, that is, I want to put that toe to toe with Gunther. John Cena tapped out like a bitch because that was, does it hang low? Like he was just dog walking everybody. Of I'm going to show you all how to actually cut a promo, how to actually get into people entertained for a match. The guy's been off for a fucking month or two, shows up, and within 30 seconds has everybody sold on the pay-per-view.
Right. And then we go from all that fun to jet ski in the
The
back.
kids,
No, I mean,
the children's table.
the 100% the children's table, my guy. Yeah, I think there's yeah, if you had done that quicker and got to the point quicker, and had MJF come out earlier, you nail that segment. That's a 10 out of 10 segment. That's a high five to everybody involved. Swerve looks like a little bit of a beach as we were going down that path, as he said some outlandish shit to Swerve. I know he called Joe Sloppy Joe and said some other shit, but I feel like he dog walked Swerve, and Swerve just took it. That's what I said. Clap him.
But that's where that's gonna. Do you think? I think that's where gonna be going out of World's End, and I know we're gonna do. We've still got time to talk about World's End before we get there of who's winning who and who's beating who. But I think going into 2026, Swerve versus MJF might be a prominent feud in AEW.
I hope so.
After that dog walking, yeah, I would hope so. Because if
Man.
he didn't just, all right, we got to at least square up a little bit. Like, you can't be saying all that. But no, we have 2 weeks still before we get to there.
Man,
Use one of those and have MJF do all of that then.
As here comes Megan Bain. As we're gonna get the eight women's match now.
Yeah.
8 women's match. 8-woman match, 8-woman tag, 8 women. Woman. Yeah.
Woman.
Cena in the house. Everybody knows what it really is.
Yeah, but imagine being a 3-year-long reigning champion. How many defenses and everything, like Athena, and you're still relegated to the afterthought show, and you have to be in an 8-woman tag match to get any sort of prominence.
I feel like I'm watching the afterthought show right now. You'll connect it. That's hilarious. But yeah, we're getting. I don't know what they're doing with Athena. She's record breaking in a Ring of Honor. Obviously, she's good. She can work. Again, that's where I question Tony Khan's decision making. Right? Like, why wouldn't you pull Athena into the mix? What more can she do down in Ring of Honor? You don't have anybody to take that belt off her. You built this real big story with Billy Starks, and then it never happened. It never came true. Like the jilted, right hand lady gets pissed as the sugar bombs, the Tony bombs,
Timeless love bombs, but yes, no, it's like the talent evaluation, the scouting department needs, some freshening up there, because you've got Athena out there who should be arguably, and honestly at this point almost not arguably, one of, if not your top women's wrestlers on your main show. Athena versus Chris Statlander should be a fucking thing that happens. But it won't, because everybody's relegated. Everybody's, the minor leagues, the this is leagues and everything.
100%. As the ladies are here, your new and first ever AEW Women's Tag Team Champions, Harley, Willow, matching gear. Again, huge pop for Willow. Willow's a superstar. I actually think it was a smart choice to give them the tag titles if you're going to give them to anybody. Super over. Crowd loves them. Again, the people that the fans want to cheer or boo sell tickets. Not the guys you like the best, Tony. Not the guys that you got to go to their bar mitzvah or their fucking whatever it is. Like, it's the guys that actually guys and girls that actually get a reaction, not the lady that you overpay that gets minimal reaction, the people that get big reactions from your crowd. Perfect.
Outside of Athena, favorite performer in this match?
Oof.
Willow?
Tony more than Athena by miles.
I wasn't even going that way. I was just trying to put over Willow because to me, she seems like she's been the one that's been burdened with like,
Willow, yeah.
How do I really champion all of this? Like she's out there with a Muppet puppet and she's selling this as we're the badass tag team. Willow's phenomenal.
She's great. Right there, neck and neck. And yeah, I mean, as far as like your uber babyface now, Tony Storm's an uber babyface, but Willow's great. Willow can wrestle. Willow's strong. I felt bad for her where they gave her the belt just so they could set up this, I'm going to get revenge for that time I slipped on the ropes and fell and hurt my own ankle. You just happened to be there. So, you know, she ate that L. There's a huge messy botch.
Right. Well, speaking of all of that, that reminds me of that accident claim, that workman's comp claim that I need to go file right now. So I'll be back at it like a jackrabbit, sir.
All right, bro. So Nick, taking a pause for the cause. We roll on. Happy holiday bash to everybody out there. Mina gets the tag in on Shafir and gets a 2 count right away. How are we doing out there? How are you feeling on a Wednesday? Things are rolling. The show feels good. And we got more action coming your way. Series of forearms. Megan just jumps over the ropes and comes in. See, these are the little details they can fix up. But I think MJF's back. I'm shocked that they put him in the 4-way, and this is very interesting. I said Swerve should be the guy, but the guy that I thought might win the title at World's End now feels like, woof. He just got embarrassed and did nothing. Nothing. I think if someone compares you to Diddy, you instantly smack him upside the face. What's up, Kid Revo's $5 super chat. We appreciate you, sir. The problem is Athena has feuded with Billy Starks and Ring of Honor now to the point where they are basically the equivalent of the Bucks and FTR in a lot of ways, right? So I think one thing as a young booker who's only been doing it for a handful of years, Tony has to find a way or learn how to progress things. I feel like we revert to the same old. There's not a lot of evolution to this company. And I think if you're being honest about the company, not even overly a bad insult, just learn to grow. Again, we're running back a lot of storylines. We're running back the same rivalries. We're saying the same jokes. We're cracking the same people. So we got to think about it. There you go. He's back. Mr. Wilson, Elf, by the looks of it. That's hilarious. It's just us and Dark Santa now. What do I want for Christmas? Laugh my ass off. That's what we'll do. What do you guys want for Christmas? Everyone give me a legit Christmas, a wrestling Christmas wish. As a wrestling fan, what could Santa bring you to make your wrestling pleasure more enjoyable? Let me know. Christmas. All about the Christmas. Megan Bain or Jade? Jade's further along in the development. I like where Jade is, bigger star. And I think what hurt Megan is she was like big fan of Megan coming off the Indies. I just don't know that she's been booked as strong as she could be in AEW. I think there's been a lot of, again, I don't know that she's been as dominant as I think she should be. Rock gnome, that's what it was earlier. He called me a rock gnome. Yes, Jose, once every month for a few days. The babes will see I have no idea what is that, John? I walked into something. Shafir out here to advertise her only feats. Join me and Jake at 11 for Guerrero del Titans. I think it's like, what? Anyway, preview show. Go check out our buddy Spaz, supporter of the show. We got nothing but love for Spaz. Go check him and Jake DeMarco out tonight at 11. KJ looks like Santa's top flight security. Popping and locking. Let's go. You're in trouble. And you're lucky I don't have a whistle. Craig, Tony Khan needs to learn how to book what's best for business. Tony Khan's got to learn to read the crowd. Tony Khan says he listens to the audience a lot. Tony Khan talks a lot about the fans are important. We know Tony Khan's immersed in the IWC. His people are immersed. We see the wrestlers responding a lot of times to their own detriment. But we are back to the action. Tony Khan caters to that audience at times. But again, your live crowds, I don't care how much you paid Mercedes Moné. If the crowd's not reacting, she's not the one. If you send Harley and Willow out there and the crowd's losing their mind, that's the point. And you got to find things that are exciting, hot, catchy. There's not a whole lot of like, I don't know if the word shtick, and someone's going to say, well, that's because of the real pro wrestling. But you got to make your company, your people in your company more marketable. That's why someone like Tony Storm's fun. You got to make them marketable. We need more super chats to block Perfect KJ. Let's go. Bigger comments. Oh, that's funny. You leave little fucking Alfie KJ alone. Are you excited for Christmas holidays, KJ White? Pumped. It feels like a good time as Tony gives herself a wedgie and destroys Shafir. If only I had a should have been me button.
Yum yums.
Let's go. Actually, we are in Manchester.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
Yeah, we want butter on that biscuit all day long. Jake DeMarco. Stop. Oh, wow. Stop. Hammer toes. Yeah, stop that. You're encouraging me. Liv Morgan versus Roxanne Perez in a long feud. That's what I'm wishing for. It's coming. I promise. Said that before. I've seen Shafir's feet close. Nobody. I mean, yeah, you got to put shoes on sometimes. Let's go. Thank you, Ronan. Tickets for Elimination Chamber would be great. That's a good request. 2K25. Yeah, I'm pumped, man. We got a lot of things going on, a lot of family stuff. I'm a big Christmas fan, always have been. When I was a kid, I'd like wrap shit I already owned and give it to my brothers because I had no money. No, it's gonna be a good time. I hope everyone has a good holiday, whatever you're celebrating. But anytime you can just let go of all the bullshit and have let your hair down, so to speak, or your pom-pom and have a fun time, that's what we're, all about. And we're all looking forward to it. So I hope everyone has a good holiday. Lots of smiles, a lot of programming notes. Click the little bell. If you can hear my voice right now, click the bell for this channel because we might pop up at random times. We might, our schedule is going to be different definitely over the next couple weeks with the holiday, Christmas, and falling on a Thursday. So stay tuned for all of it. We'll keep you posted. Sunday is going to be our members only Christmas party. So if you're not a member, become a member. That will be out momentarily. We got more stuff coming your way. We're here all week long. Thursday, we're going to look back at 2025 as the women are just flying all over the place. Blind tag by Sasha. A lot more coming. Let's go. Does it look like Mr. Wilson? Or just Wilson, not Mr. Wilson. Willow's over as shit. Let's go. All the cake. I agreed. That's it. Nailed it. I don't have the ginge tinge, though. Feel like there's another Canadian streamer out there that's got the better ginge tinge, if you will. Oh, shit. And Mercedes gets the pin. Little work, lots of reward. That's the name of her game. I will do little, and I will get all the glory. Which, does that make her a good heel or a shitty wrestler? You decide. Not a bad match. Good energy, back and forth. And my question now is, I'm getting the graphic for the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal. Is MJF in that as well? But Kyle O'Reilly. Wow. Kyle Fletcher going to take on Pac coming up next. If you're just tuning in, Moxley beat Roddy Kyle Fletcher Pac is next. Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné just got the pin in her match. The Bucks and Kenny won $1 million. And we haven't had this match yet. And yet to come, the Battle Royal. So lots going on. MJF has returned. He will be a part of a Fatal 4-Way main event at World's End. Again, let me know out there. Does that add excitement for World's End? We don't know much about World's End, but is that enough to go? I should probably see that. January residents for Dynamite and Collision. I think I missed half of that. Megan can do Hurricane Rana. She can. She's got a good amount of athleticism to her. Again, a bigger body doesn't necessarily have to do that as much. Let's go. 1,000% agree. It's so fucking frustrating. There's absolutely no growth whatsoever in this company, especially from the women. Rance, I mean, again, as a fan, like if I hated the company, it wouldn't matter. As a fan, I'm like, oh man, I just want to see them change and grow and develop. And, you know, I mean, we've seen some of it, but at the same time, like MJF doesn't feel any different than he did a couple years ago. Swerve, I mean, changing his music, but I mean, still the same guy saying the same things. People still fucking in the same feuds with everybody else. We need progression. We need new blood. We need to mix things up.
I was trying to do it. I couldn't do the pages got stuck together there. But yeah, hopefully I'm not coming on the do nothing but claim all the glory kind of vibe with but yeah, what is really
left? Sorry.
What's up?
I just realized we still have an FTR match to come.
Well, I was just gonna say, what's really left for Collision? I think is that really all that's left for Collision, and maybe Mascara Dorado, the man formerly known as Lindsay Dorado, taking on Orange Cassidy.
Right.
Tony Khan does a really good job of reverse engineering these shows. Now, granted, you touched on something that I wanted to touch on does pause on that. That sounded weird. Does MJF now show up in the Diamond Ring Battle Royal because he's the only one that's won it, and now we know he's here, so put them bootstraps on. But does Tony Khan now with these 3-hour shows, with these Collision paired together of, gee, you shouldn't have Tony. No, really, seriously, you shouldn't have Tony.
Right.
Put so much in the first half because, again, we don't get quarter hours anymore or anything like that. We don't know how we're truly doing throughout the show. Now we jam everything in the first half, and now Collision's let the chips fall where they may.
What it's done for me as a fan, and people have witnessed this live, and you've been here for the long shows. When you do that, you just wear your audience out, and people, again, they develop an apathy, and they catch on to your pattern. Dude, it happened to Rampage. Tony Khan stopped booking shit on Rampage. It became AEW Dark, and it went away because people stopped tuning in because they knew he didn't care. Collision for a long time now, I will say, maybe the last 2 months, 3 months, I feel like he's trying harder with Collision, but there's been a lot of people that have given up on Collision. A lot of diehard fans don't watch Collision. They just catch the Coles notes.
I know we're trying to be really positive, and I actually think Dynamite's been fairly solid so far tonight. It would be up there of contention, but I'm telling you, by the end of 2026, Collision is going the way of the dodo bird. I think it's getting moved too much. It's getting paired too much with Dynamite. I wonder if they're going to go full WCW and do a 3-hour Dynamite almost more regularly. Like, there's something to, with all the meteorite steals and who's moving where and who's selling this and who's buying who and how much Collision gets moved around because of the NHL, the NBA, this, that, and the third. It seems to be the next one in line to be on the chopping block because it doesn't do decent draws. It's kind of their thunder now at this point. Once Punk left, once FTR left, there's been no mojo.
Right.
We stopped covering it regularly months ago because it just became a brief extension and most of the time would run against either their own pay-per-view or WWE's pay-per-view or somebody else's pay-per-view.
Right, 100%. I mean, it's got to be a smarter choice. And I, as a fan, if you're going to do a 3-hour show, give me a reason to stay up. Give me a reason to tune in. Give me a reason to watch all 3 hours. Give me, put something at the end of the night that I give a fuck about. But you chicken shit book and you, like you said, reverse engineer it and people know that you're doing it. It's chicken shit. There's no confidence in that booking, right? You want to pull new audience in, so you go where they're not. You don't play into the audience you already have. And that's been their MO for 6 years now. We cater to the audience we have, and that's good enough.
Now, granted, you don't run away from the audience you have, but yeah, still, they've leaned so much more, and the tribe gets a little bit smaller, and a little bit smaller, and a little bit smaller, and a little bit smaller. But we're comparable in metrics. Would you like to name a metric? No. Okay, then.
As we are running with Kyle Fletcher and Pac, another Continental Classic match.
Should be actually probably the best, if not one of the best matches we get tonight. I feel like with them doing FTR and the Bang Bang Gang, they're trying to recreate the match that FTR had with Jay White and Juice. And sorry, you can't recreate that now.
No, lightning in a bottle. And again, I feel like here we are a couple of years removed from that match. And here we try and we go right back into that kind of vibe, right? Like, I know it's a variant because Jay's situation, but again, it's not progression. It's just more of the same.
People forget progression isn't the same as stagnation.
And just showing up and doing stuff is, again, I think there has to be a higher expectation from the fan base.
So Saturday, so they are doing a fucking collision? What?
Are they?
I'm getting Saturday at 2:30 on TNT and HBO Max, or Okada and Kevin Knight. Now, was that 2:30?
That's tonight.
Audience? Is that for us? Like, that seemed like Eastern time. So, like, you're telling me you're going to do a 3-hour special and then do a collision on top of it? What?
So they're still, like, on Saturday they'll still run a collision. That's interesting. And didn't they tape Ring of Honor here as well? It seems insane.
I think, again, like you said, you burn out your audience. You are doing too much. And we've even talked about WWE at times with having so many pay-per-views in a row where you've already got, 6 to 7 hours of TV, or about to in 2026, add an extra hour. You're doing too much at times. Like, what you're doing already, is it fully working? Fix that before you expound.
Yeah, and again, I think that was both, and I think WWE made some mistakes this year where just like it got, as the most avid wrestling fan at times, like, okay, I don't want to watch fucking wrestling right now. Like, I don't want more. Like, fuck. Like, I get you're trying to fill every Saturday, so your competitor can't book one, but you're making us uninterested in what you're fucking doing because you're just oversaturating everything.
Yeah, as Pac in control of, I know tomorrow we've got the dirt sheet debate, which is pretty much the whole kind of wrap up of 2025, going through the big topics and kind of briefly touching on who we think's here and there. But going through even just the topics today of looking through them, like best promotion of the year, best feud of the year. I like.
Oh, Sports Illustrated gave AEW best promotion of the year.
Oh yeah, I saw their whole list and debatable. But that's the thing, is it almost I'll give them credit though, it gets kind of slim pickings. Like, it's really hard to, if you wanted to sit there and say WWE is the best promotion of the year, I think you could make a case to where it's had its big flaws.
Oh, it's definitely had its big flaws. I just don't know that the competition has done enough to overcome their flaw. Like, I don't think they've done enough.
Yeah, that's not always a good sign,
debate, right?
Of that. Yeah, that. So because you didn't fucking lap your competition, because your competition got caught up with you, but they're still so far behind you that you still managed to end up in first. Like
Yeah.
that's not a good thing.
No, and I mean, at the end of the day, I'm sorry. Like I heard a lot this year about the 2025 resurgence year, big year for AEW. They're back, baby, and I haven't seen it. Wednesday after Wednesday after Wednesday, I think it's less than 10 shows that averaged more than an 8 out of 10. Like they didn't have many banger dynamites. A lot of sixes, a lot of fives, several fours. Like it was very, very, and not just my 2 cents, but a consensus of a group of people that all kind of felt like, nope, another bad show. Nope, another bad show. They got a couple decent ones in there, but that I can't give them promotion of the year when the vast majority of your shows were weak.
I'm not just saying it. Sports Illustrated is also
Right.
not saying it. But would you say that more of the better matches this is a long way to say this, but more of the better matches have came out of AEW this year?
Not necessarily. And I would say some of the worst matches came out of AEW this year.
Fair enough. That's not what I asked you, but fair enough.
Yeah. I think, yeah, there's an argument. But I also think the WWE has got some really good fucking matches to put up on that board. So, and I don't know that they get enough credit for some of the good matches they've had. We just gotta, again, guys like Meltzer, some other people out there have already just, fucking decided that this is the way it is. So, yeah, but they've had some really good moments, really good matches that stand out.
Well, as we're in commercial break, and I know we've been holding off on the breaking news for anyone that was out there and didn't watch NXT and hasn't watched any clip, didn't watch us or anything. In case you didn't know, Thea Hale's your new women's North American champion. And also, according to SRS and Spiteful and everything, because again,
Bullshit.
making news for the fucking blind, deaf, and dumb of that wasn't supposed to happen. No fucking shit. I think even the big consensus theory of you even nailed it on the stream of literally set it to a verbatim of she got the wind knocked out of her and then couldn't kick out in time. And then there's been the whole story of, well, Thea Hale didn't know that she didn't actually give her a moment. Like you literally called it to a fucking T, but you have news journalists out there that are like, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. No fucking shit. We all have eyes.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's just insane to me. And this idea WWE is changing policy due to. You think this is the first time something like this has happened? The fuck? Just like they were changing policy previously about foul language on the internet. Get the fuck out of here. What are we talking about?
No, this is great. I'm props to the ref. Props to the ref that he actually sat there and counted it and treated it like a fucking shoot. I'd rather that instead of sit there and
you played it
as frame.
Yeah, you counted down, and then she did the right thing. The ref did the right thing. It happens, guys. Like again, I know we play video games and stuff, and in video games you can pretty much pull anything off. Human beings have flaws. Like they have moments that don't go well. She just landed hard on her, stiff in the chest. And I think Mariah May did one of those, right? And as she tried to grab her breath, the ref was counting. And then when she kind of snapped out, like, okay, the arm went up. It was too late, too weak, too slow. Call it. And now we got to run it back. So what? I mean, Thea Hale gets a great moment, and Mariah May will get her title back if that's what they want.
You mean I can't hit restart and just restart the match and everything like that because I didn't win there? Of just like it's the same thing of like I play Madden and I'm losing, would just that game never happened.
Right.
But in truth be told, there's nothing saying if Thea might have just said, fuck it. I'm gonna be a champ for a week. They're gonna have to acknowledge this shit. But I'm glad that it made that at least they took the moment for what it was, that they didn't, oh, this is going quote unquote off script or anything, that they treated it like it was an actual thing. And now you move around, Puck with a moonsault.
Wow.
Does
Good
How
match.
like one of those old timey now let's lift our triangular weights.
Put him in a tag team with Gotch.
Yeah, literally that's the same person I was exactly thinking of with this guy. He's a
Right.
vaudevillain for sure.
Perfect. I like their shit. But my situation, the Mariah May situation is not your situation. It's a shit show. I agree with all this. It's kind of what we talked about. When knocked out of her, she still clearly got the right shoulder up before 3. I don't think she did. But again, it's close enough that it causes controversy. We can kind of go, maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But run it back. Now we got a story to tell. I like it.
It got people talking. That's the biggest thing, is it got people talking. Now everybody's paying attention to NXT. Now everybody knows what the fuck's going on in NXT, but nobody watches this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Poison Rana.
Yeah.
Nice pop from the crowd. The bastard. Oh, why did he hit the rope so many times? You deserve to get kicked in the face.
Because he does that to set up his fucking clothesline because it's stupid.
That's way too many. Like, that's why you got kicked in the face, bro.
A fall from grace. That's a fall from grace. And I'm sad that it's not Oba hitting it.
Right? 2 count. Klaatu, that is a wicked Christmas wish. I agree. There's too many matches, especially in the WWE, that don't have a finish. I agree. And you were mad about one on Saturday. I defended it, but there's too many of them.
Well, in pro wrestling, there's not a true finish that finishes a match. If you had to pick right now, what would you say is the one finisher? Oh, big boot in the corner. That actually truly finishes a match.
The one-winged angel, the muscle buster. No?
I was gonna honestly say that, but the one-wing angel now is it still you do that and then you'll still hit a V trigger afterwards at times.
That is true. Huh.
It's not in the tombstone because
the stomp is pretty.
The stomp's played out.
Yeah.
Which, hey, I'm glad, and you pointed out, and then I double checked on myself to prove I wasn't insane. I was right. There could be the whole theory that Austin Theory's a Seth disciple.
Yeah, and I kind of threw this out there quickly last night, but I think, and we talked about it before. Okay, we got Theory, but they gave us Theory really easy.
Yeah.
Could there be another guy? Was it 2 people? Was it the same guy twice? Was it one mystery man? Was it 2? Foot on rope.
Well, on one hand, they did switch it up just because that keeps you engaged with it as Pac with the rings of Saturn, but Fletcher gets the foot on the rope. You did have the alleged Montez Ford shows up. I still, on one hand, assume that you're going to end up with Theory with the Vision. I really, though, like the idea of you have the Seth disciples that are still out there. That's why they're hitting the stomp and they're doing the Seth moves.
That's an interesting take. What if Heyman didn't know? And then they're like, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? Why does he seem to be helping us? And that's why it's Seth, it's tied to Seth. Interesting.
I don't know enough about Austin Theory's masked man, the Mr. McMahon.
Shit.
Oh,
Pac down hard.
Jeez, sauce. That camera angle, though, that they hit with it was perfect, though, too. Brainbuster. And I like that AEW's brought that back. That's normally a banned move. But, yeah, I hit the Mr. McMahon like Joe Briscoe. But I don't know enough with Theory right now as to what they're doing with them to really be upset about it. I'm now just waiting to see what's going to be the next step.
Crowd is loud. Good match. Fun match. And both men go up top.
Oh, he's going to hit the brainbuster. Oh, looking for the brainbuster on the turnbuckle.
Big elbows. Yeah, that looked fucking horribly ouch. He did.
Oh, I got Pac riding this man like a rodeo bull. Poison Rana.
The crowd clapping. Pac going off. Good match. Second. Takes a look.
Black Arrow. Come on, Black Arrow. Black Arrow.
Kyle,
1,
wow.
2, 3. They're pushing Pac strong. 1 Pac, 2 Pac, 3 Pac. He won.
That's crazy.
If Pac would still had the Neville hair, still had the Gollum, the Schmiegel look instead of looking like Liam Gallagher, I think it would have worked a little bit better.
Right. Yeah. Everyone's got 6 points except Knight has 3 and poor Jungle Boy has 0.
Well, he inherited Darby's 0, and now he's done nothing but keep it the same. Oh, as we're about to head to the top of the hour. So probably in the middle of this match, because there's no we're in a commercial, so that's 3 minutes. It is 9:53 right now on my clock. And there's no way this match ends within 10 minutes. I'm literally in the middle of this match, it's gonna switch between fucking shows, which is fucking stupid.
I just thought of it. I might actually lose it altogether.
Oh, no.
I might have to go find it.
This is a problem, Tony. This is a problem. This is why you have good old Uncle Dave and Brian arguing like fucking your uncle and your aunt over who's, eat the most turkey or something fucking stupid.
Right.
Oh, Tony doesn't call to fix a problem. No, fix this fucking problem, Tony.
Right.
Why is this a thing? Why is it an issue on your preferred platform, your discounted service for your pay-per-views, which might be your only home for pay-per-views coming soon, that I need to sit there and jump between this and that and be all over the place? Why do you make it such a fucking uphill battle to watch your show?
Yeah, I don't get it. Again, why do you treat it like 2 separate shows? If you're going to call it a 3-hour special, then make it a 3-hour special.
Because we don't want to admit Collision's done. We don't want to admit Collision's dying. We're marionetting it right now. See, he's out there. Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby.
Right? It's crazy.
Chris with a $2 super chat. Second attacker was Cedric the Kick Alexander.
I like that. So we are in a commercial break. The show rolls on. We are at the top of the hour. I'm assuming right now they're going to start the Battle Royal. I'm assuming. But it feels like that was the main event of Dynamite, and the beginning of Collision starts now.
So what we have saved, folks, for your Holiday Bash Collision, the leftovers to the leftovers, we've still got Mascara Dorada taking on Orange Cassidy. We've got FTR taking on Bang Boom Pop Gang of Juice Robinson and one of the Gunn brothers. I can't remember. No, Austin. Austin is the shorter one instead of Colton.
Yeah.
And we're going to have the Diamond Ring Battle Royal. That's it. Everything else that's been announced has already happened. We already had MGF show up. We had the Young Bucks win millions and millions of dollars. Mercedes Moné shows up for 10 minutes of work and does 3 seconds of a job and wins. Yeah.
There you go. Nick looking like MJF's poetry writer and licensed salesman. Incense.
I'm going to write the book. I'm going to write the book.
So, yeah, we are setting up the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal. Josh Alexander, Max Caster, who knew you still worked here? Brodito, because, fuck the tag team division.
Well, did they always do this to where they had everyone on the outside and they all just bum rush it? Or was it kind of they announced people as it went along.
Oh,
yay.
so okay. Ricochet and crew are here to be in the Battle Royal.
I'm going to go
Again,
off the air
another
with
mugging.
Ricochet propelling, fucking finger in the air like an idiot.
Right.
Next, as Ace Austin with a tope. But even Excalibur saying the winner of the Dynamite Diamond Ring will next week call their shot at the AEW World Championship.
Right. It's so weird. It's so overlapping. But again, we're off and running. Not the bell went and we got 4 people in the ring. We're not even quite sure. Like, what are we doing? Is this Russo? I'm starting to feel like Russo might be secretly booking this shit. Like, what is happening?
We've had that interview before, and we turned it. That was bullshit too. We've had that interview before.
Yeah, like what is happening?
He's really the influencer, the Christ, what's the term? The associate, whatever the fuck.
Right. This tag is this a tag match? Yeah, again, it's silly shit. This is a mess already. Like, what a boring, lackluster start to the fucking Battle Royal. Why are people not in the ring? Why won't you go in the
Who's legal?
I have no idea. What do you mean who's legal? It's a Battle Royal, my friend.
But there you got people in the ring, you got people out of the ring. I don't know.
They're all in the match.
This match feels illegal, but
it's just a mess. Get in the fucking ring.
Who you would have as a favorite for this? You can't say like Josh Alexander. You've got Max Caster and Bowens about to do the scissor me, but I honestly, I think at this point Ricochet is going to win this just to be a heel prick and just she can be a douchebag gauding around a big ass diamond ring.
Yeah, it's so odd. It's just unorganized. It doesn't look good. It looks like ill-prepared.
We're literally going to have this as we're going off the air. I'm anticipating watching this on Max as we reach 10 o'clock right now that I'm going to have to switch streams in the middle of this fucking match.
Mine's still going, which is positive.
As we've got Christ on my neck.
Yeah, GOA. There, it's scrambled. Why is nobody in the fucking ring? It's a battle royal. This is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen. What do we do?
What are the rules? We said this and we had a whole moment talking about rules and how they're the easiest thing. They are literally the backbones of what sets up any sort of match, any sort of story, any sort of psychology. And they just constantly you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. Ace Austin.
So Austin's eliminated, but he's like, how do you know?
He's eliminated. How do you know?
Like, I know we watched him go, but did Shelton go over the top?
I don't know who's here, who's there, who's over there.
The crowd died. The crowd died.
Died of death.
Died.
Gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be
Tony,
kidding me.
Honestly, we're asking you the same thing right now with this of what are we doing out here, bro?
Right.
I hate that I just even hit you with the Russo, bro. But think about it. This is, if you're switching over, this is we still got an hour of Collision. Folks, tune in.
What are the rules?
The fuck?
What are the rules? This is shit. This match is poop from a butt. Rants, what's up, buddy? No one watches Collision. Tony Khan thinks it's a joke until very soon Collision ends. Up the next Rampage, seriously clueless. That's the thing. And again, if you're going to tell me you're having, I think this is our best year where we're doing great things, you can't ignore half the shit you put out there. It's the same thing with pay-per-views. If you're going to book 13 matches and 8 of them are shit, but 7 of them were good, well, you had half a good pay-per-view. you're every week you lay an egg. You got to make both shows good or only do one and make that one good.
WCW. I think we've seen examples of this with Thunder. Of SmackDown dealt with it for a bit and is still dealing with it a little bit. Honestly, it feels like with this, they're making fun of what they're doing as they're doing it. Because, like, I don't know how to. We watch wrestling every week. You're literally having an intervention of like, bro, I think you might be watching too much wrestling. You're watching Vince Russo and Violent J with JCW. You might be doing too much wrestling out here. We watch all the wrestling as much as we can. Right. I can't tell you heads from fucking tails who's in, who's out, who's legal, who's in the match, who's not. I can't tell you a fucking thing that's going on right now with this.
No, it's a mess. It's clunky. It's not well done, and it's Blue Duck. I've never seen a Blue Duck before, so I've never seen a battle royal where everybody's outside. Oh wait, we did have a reverse battle royal. TNA. I'm gonna go look it up. See maybe if I can get Russo on the phone.
You do that. You go see if Vinny Rue will want to say hi. How you doing? As I'm still in commercial break right now, because of course, as you're transitioning from one show to the other, you go into commercial break. So again, I don't even know if I'm going to come out on the back end of this still watching the show. If I am, good on you, HBO. You fixed your shit. But Battle Royal. Who's in it? Who's in? Who's out? Who's been eliminated? Who's doing what? Yes, that is me constantly at this time. I don't know fucking shit. I didn't do. I'm Mercedes Moné in that women's blood and guts match. I didn't do fucking shit. But yeah, I wanted to like this show. The show was going well. I was out there of this might be a 7 or 8. And then we're still going. So we're still going as I got Brody King and Mark Davis right now squared up in the center of the ring. Now, granted, shout out Bobby Lashley dealing with an injury, undisclosed right now. I feel like if he was so healthy, he'd be the guy to win this. But yeah, now we've got all the big beefy boys of Luchasaurus, Brody King, Mark Davis, and now Sheldon out here just suplexing everybody. Shelton Benjamin is such an underrated fucking talent, even for what he did in WWE. He was always still the funnest to fucking play with in some of the games. Goddamn gold standard. Ain't no stopping me. No. Ricochet gets taken out. Again, we still have Bandito. Ricochet has fallen to the outside. I don't know if he's eliminated. Tongaloa. Josh Alexander, who was just outside. So we down to, Ricochet slides back in. Bandito slides back in. Again, I have no idea who the fuck's in and who the fuck's out of this match. And that's a goddamn problem. Like, put aside however you want to feel about who's in this match, anything like that. All right, somebody else outside of MJF's got to finally win the diamond ring, all of that. But I've got Bishop Khan, I've got Bandito, I've got Ricochet, I got Brody King, I have Toa Leona, who somehow is still in this fucking match. There are just so many people that I don't know if they really should, as Paul's running a train on Brody King, but that it wasn't ever a moment when they got eliminated. There was nothing to celebrate, to react to feel invested in. This feels just like the biggest car crash of pro wrestling right now. Oh, Death Valley Driver on Ricochet into Toa Leona in the corner. Anyone just waiting for when Brody King shows up in WWE with Malachi Black? No, just me? Okay. Bro, I swear people are getting eliminated and nobody's saying nothing. They're just coming back in. I'm right there with you. Josh Alexander might be eliminated for the 4th time at this point. I don't know. If everybody keeps sliding in and out, I didn't think that was a normal fucking thing in a battle royal. I have lost complete plot on who's in, who's out, who cares, who's this, who's that. Yo, crossbody for Brody King on a ricochet. Smatters him and splatters him into the barricade. Okay, so is Ricochet out? Is Brody out? I don't know who's legal. Right now, it looks like we're just down to Bandito and Khan, which, honestly, if Bandito wins it, I ain't mad at it. Bandito's the guy that should be above and beyond Ring of Honor. I just wish he could actually stay healthy and they could find something for him beyond Ring of Honor. Toss slides, but so again, but did Bandito as added Brody? So now Brody has eliminated Toa Leona after everything before. They did the double clothesline spot over the top to save Bandito. So we're down allegedly, but I still think we're going to still probably have a Ricochet slide in or something here. But Bandito and Bishop Khan, which on paper, being respectfully, is not a bad match at all. I actually really like Khan. I'm a fan of Bandito. I think he's just, the injuries have plagued him a bit, but this is not bad. I wish I gave a fuck beyond the rest of this. So Bandito wins, but no, Ricochet slides in. And now they stare each other eye to eye, face to face. Son of a bitch. I hate that it's so fucking obvious what to do it. Forever. Oh, so now, I forgot. We got to have the singles match between these two, the last two. Or is it still a battle royal? They just did an over the fucking PA announcement. MJF has won it so much, I forget all about all the rules and everything. But, so yeah. And so next week, Dynamite, the 31st. The 31st. Somebody needs to fucking be fired about that. Shout out comic book guy. But the 31st. And so that ends your Dynamite. So they ended a Dynamite still on an overrun. So we haven't even gotten to Collision yet. We aren't even at Collision yet. We ain't even colliding. Now I need to try and find that stream as I get this event has ended. But yes, we had an overrun on an overlap. Do I even get the option for Collision? Yes, I do. There. Should I have? Now I got John Moxley cutting a pro. Okay, so I guess I should have switched over, and then we're going to also get a countdown to World's End. But for those who don't know, Dynamite goes off the air as Bandito and Rick O'Shea, our favorite fighting Irishman, are going to be out there at December 31st. 31st. They had a TH. Why do they have a TH? But yeah, that's what's going to be happening. Next week, the 24th, not the 31st. Well, I'm just reading what they had on the screen. What they had on the lower third. Suffer and Thuggatash. That's what they had. They had a 4-leaf clover with the 31st. So, yeah, that's what we'll be getting. This Master's got to put over, sell how badass he. Why can he not stand upright? Like, do you have a spinal injury, sir? Stand. Attention. December 31st. Yeah, that's what it kind of seemed like with the dead. I swear to God, that's the graphic they had. I know it's supposed to be next week. Well, I now know it's supposed to be next week. I thought they would have just ended it there, but I'm surprised we literally had a fucking overrun on an overlap. But so now we're going right into OC versus Mascara Dorada. And I know because of, spoilers and everything. But at this point, who you got if you're still even, engaged in this and not just watching us, who you got for this match? Oh, is we got the fucking 420p thumbs up emoji behind OC. I'm trying. Again, the rest of them may suck or the rest of them may be nonsensical, but we try and be sensical or shoosical. I don't know. But 100%. The rest of them may suck. We never do. We always still, again, there is still always something to enjoy in the pro wrestling, and very much a lot of those, those Twitter accounts that you follow, those content creators that say, just enjoy the wrestling. We watch all the wrestling. No, they don't. We're actually talk it like I walk it and everything. And out here watching all the wrestling, going all the way from JCW, GCW, XPW. Yeah. Can't get enough of the wrestling. Sometimes need to wean myself off from the wrestling. Yeah. As Dorada coming out right now. So again, I know predictions, spoilers, you can still claim you're right for right now. But Mascara Dorada coming out right now to take on OC. How do you feel, chat? How do you feel right now about the first 2 hours of Wednesday of the Holiday Bash? Right now, in this holiday wrestling office party, are you, a little tipsy, seeing if, HR might let you sneak into the broom closet, or are you out here, grabbing your coat and trying to call an Uber? How are you feeling about this holiday bash so far? Well, speaking of calling an Uber, a man who I thought might have, or at least been Uber driving for a minute, but I don't know.
I feel like bashing my brains out.
Whoa, now.
Like, what are we doing? That was one of the worst battle royals I've ever seen.
Don't crucify it just on that moment, because outside of that, it was a solid show, I feel.
Solid, yes. I mean, the first 2 hours, fine. But now here we are. We're in the third hour, and it's going to drop off, and it overall fucks up the rating. Like, I'd give the first 2 hours 7.
I agree with you on that, actually. I'm surprised you went that high, because I thought you would have crucified the Battle Royal, which again,
the Battle Royal was more on Collision.
And you were on a pause, and I don't know if you saw it. I swear to God, they had December 31st as with the 4-leaf clover and everything in the corner.
Yeah, it's like Dynamite on 34th Street is what they were going for.
But they put a 1 instead of a 4. How do you fuck up a historical address? I don't know.
Did they put a 1? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I swear to Jesus, it was out there the 31st.
That's too funny.
But even then, if you're going to do a 3-hour combined show, I don't give a shit anymore about, we're separating Dynamite and Collision, and this is going to be the Collision, so we've got to act and treat it like a Collision. No, remember when like Copeland and Christian were having their last match and it bled into the Collision after the Dynamite because you treated it as this is the big fucking thing that ends your now 3-hour show instead of a 2-hour show. That's where we need to be.
Yeah, you got to make it kind of count. You got to make it good. And again, do you rate Dynamite based on the first 2 hours, or do you rate Holiday Bash as a whole and what they presented here tonight? And if there is a big drop off, then there's like, if you're an AEW fan in Canada, you just lost the show. If you were watching on TSN, the sports network, where you watch Dynamite every Wednesday, you just lost it. It's over. You got to go find it elsewhere. It's not on Canadian television.
Did they do you a service by that? Did they do you a favor?
They're like trying to save me.
Somebody save me.
Right? They'd rather. Right now, I'm getting the Sports Center. I had to go other means to get my part of the Collision, which I do believe is probably behind. But I
well, no, really... fair enough. I go in a commercial right now for Walgreens, as they even mock the Spark and Slide from National Lampoons. But so I guess in the holiday spirit of ranking Dynamite, is it a Turbo Man Is it, Nintendo 64? Or is it, stocking stuffer? Is it coal in the stocking? Is it just dog poo on your shoe?
It is, I mean, again, I think there are good stuff in there. Like, there was good stuff tonight. But even like the MJF segment, he killed it, but the segment was way too long. I think the Fletcher match was really good. Pac gets a big win. I mean, I just at the end of the day, I really think that it was when you ask for like when you ask for a fucking PS5 and you get a PS2, like that's what it felt like.
I mean, still, I'll fuck up some Tony Hawk. I'll throw on a PS2 game every now and then. But yeah, no, fair enough. I'll give you that. Of the MJF thing to me was the highlight of the show.
Yeah.
Sorry, kind of clearly partial with it. But if you would have done that next week, if you would have ended that, and like you even said, I think initially, he shows up, he signs that contract, he just fucking tosses it and leaves and walks out. And then next week, he doesn't need Swerve in the ring and Joe in the ring. He sits there and just dog walks everybody on his own little promo, and that can go your 15, 20 minutes, which is what this segment did before MJF. I think it comes off better. It lands a bit better. You don't have the audience by the end of it was death. Now at this point with Collision, I don't know what they're going to cheer for, what they're going to react for.
Yeah, and Mega proving the point. Like for him, the show ended. That's it. Good night. That's crazy, man.
Oh, no, that shit is real.
Yeah, like fuck, like what? Like again, Tony, it's a weird strategy. It's like booking a pre-show up against a pre-show. It's like you asked moms and dads, or you asked Santa for fucking Transformers, and you got GoBots. Like that's what the fuck happened in your world.
Pokemon versus Digimon kind of shit.
Yeah, right.
Digimon, digital wants to, yeah,
right. I asked for Versace, I got Fertucci. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, Vespucci.
But yeah, I mean, again, it's an interesting dynamic. Now, the bright side, if you're an AEW fan, the Continental Classic continues to produce good matches. It's almost like the U.S. Open Challenge, Nick, where like that's we're gonna get that good match, and everything else we don't know.
But imagine if you had the U.S. Open Challenge 3 times that night, and one of those 3 is going to be good.
Right? Does that change? You got a good point, right? Like
that's kind of what it is to me. Honestly,
yeah,
nothing outside of MJF showing up tonight and cutting that fucking promo sold me on World's End. Now I'm about a ticket. Now I'm strapped in.
Yeah, MJF is that guy that, oh shit, now I want to see this. I'm a little more interested now. The Fatal 4-Way does make it interesting. It does make it more complicated. I think that the Fletcher Pac match did well. The women's 8-woman tag match was messy and all over the place. It wasn't overly crazy exciting, but fun, not terrible. Moxley continues to be shit. And that was like, I mean, why I can give Dynamite a 7 is I think 90% of the Battle Royal was on Collision. Technically.
No, was it? I don't know, because to me it was on Dynamite. And we had an overrun on an overlap.
Right? So that becomes the question of like, oh shit. So you're doing an overrun. So does that count as the first 10 minutes of Collision? Or is that the last 10 minutes of fucking Dynamite?
Yeah, but I don't fucking care because I didn't know who was in, who was out. If I had to figure within those last 10 minutes of who was actually legal and who could have fucking won this match. That's a problem.
Yeah, that is the worst Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal they've ever done. That is by far.
And it's not like they've had banner ones before.
But they've been decent. At least it leads to like MJF wins. This one was so who gives a fuck. Yeah, you know that, right? We're getting Hater and Isla done. Is that what that said? Did I make that up?
was a dark stocking stuffer. Is Tony
Oh, that's
double
what it was.
dipping?
That's right. My bad. You're
No,
right.
you're good. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls that up. Of hey, think about it. He's right now.
So
Anyone
silly.
remember AEW Dark? Y'all want that shit again? Because
Well, I mean,
that might be the way you get your Dynamite. Is YouTube.
YouTube might be down to the tuber. As yeah, here we go. I mean,
hell.
this match is rolling along, by the way. We do have Cassidy and Dorado going back and forth. Good energy. I mean, I got no big issues with what's happening right now. I'm a little I mean, again, I think the average fan out there could agree that you're a little disconnected at this point.
Not a bad match. I just wish I didn't have 30 minutes of bullshit to wade through before I could digest this match.
Right. With unlimited funds. That's exactly what it is, in a way, right? But we watch a lot of the indies, Nick. They put on good shows. They put on shows that make sense. They have rules that they follow.
Where are the rules? And they have better matches at times.
They have great matches. And that's what I mean. Like, we see indie shows and indie companies with storylines. We see them. We've seen good matches that, you might get a death match on a card, but you're also going to get, maybe you'll get a technical match. Maybe you'll get a high flying match. Like, they come at you with different things, but
variety
and done well. I think a lot of them, like, again, you get to your lower level ones that don't quite hit the mark and are fucking a mess. But the good indies are trying to put on good wrestling matches, and it's guys that truly understand pro wrestling, in some cases, doing it. There's exceptions. But look at guys like Big Ben.
Always exceptions to the rule. I think just Tony signed a lot of exceptions and not a lot of rules. A step up in Zaguri from Dorada. Frank, right. What up? I want the wrestling back where we were surprised and didn't know what happens next. You mean when John Cena tapped out and everyone crashed the fuck out? Oh, wait.
No, I mean, I like Frankie's sentiment of like, again, I do think that like all day today, I had to duck and dodge all the fucking spoilers. I didn't want to see the spoilers. I actually booted someone from our chat for jumping in, whether they were fake spoilers or not. Just gone, naughty list. It's hard. And in one breath, we have fans raging about like, oh, Triple H and doing Unreal and he's killing it, the business. And at the same time, you'll have assholes who are telling you so-and-so's on a flight to the place where the show might be. Oh, here's a picture of so-and-so in the back of the going into the arena. So-and-so's not really hurt. Like, again, we can't have it both ways, but I think too much gets revealed because then it makes it so hard to get in that kid-like mind frame of, stretching out your imagination.
I'm just trying to figure out real quick who got the win there. But yeah, spoiler alert, Andrade did use the middle stall of the urinals, not the left or the right. But yeah, you got a bunch of fucking ball washers and ball gazers, honestly, at this point with this, that when did suspension of disbelief become a bad thing? I thought that's what we were all trying to fucking do here, honestly. Yeah. When did going into watching something with a naive mindset to an extent and not trying to act like I'm the fucking armchair booker a little bit? And again, we'll have a suggestion, everything, but not to be pre-mad because they didn't do what I wanted them to do is the issue to me.
Yeah, and again, I think it's like I said, we see people trying to throw phrases around. I see people trying to, again, this sentiment of think what I think or you're dumb is overly frustrating, especially from content creators. I think ultimately, everyone has a right to feel what they feel or have their opinion, but when it comes down to it, I mean, let's just try and be a little more realistic about it all.
Can we all just be willing to have the discussion instead of closed-minded echo chamber bullshit? That's the thing. That's what we preach, I think, at the ultimate core, is be willing to have the discussion. For crying out loud, you and I argued for fucking a half hour last night about Dion Lennox versus the other three competitors of Miles Bourne, Joe Hendry, and Leon Slater.
Mm-hmm.
So again,
That's crazy.
enjoy for again everybody that's enjoy all the wrestling. Just watch all the wrestling. Oh, da da da. Why can't we all just get along? And then they're the same fuckers that want to eat each other alive, but we actually try and follow through with that.
Right. Dark just felt like collision as it would, but got to go back to that super chat. Spazzer, supposedly AW plan next year to house shows, have the city having that show and get a local broadcast TV as also to bring cities together. What? Listen, you had me in the first half of, I would highly recommend that, but the problem was they weren't selling. But if they could tour a little and do some house shows, it might help build that grassroots fan base, right? Like, but when they tried that, they came to Canada, they charged a fortune. Nobody was buying shit. The States, they stopped buying shit. So they're in a pickle because those shows could help you grow your audience, but the audience wasn't there.
Well, you get AW in Fargo, South Dakota at the,
Right.
West, North South,
Right.
gymnasium for all of
Yeah.
1,300 people. Of that might make that an AW, get the local fan base
Right.
behind it. You go small town vibe instead
Yeah.
of WWE that's going Saudi,
Mhm.
big show,
Mhm.
you gotta pay 3,000 seats for a nosebleed.
Yeah, and keep in mind the WWE just cut back and are going to continue to cut back on house shows. So you're opening up, kind of an untapped market in a way that some of these small towns were used to getting some of these little kickback shows and these nice little house shows, and they go away. Now they have a void. They either have to go somewhere, like you said, pay the premium to go to the big shows, or maybe you send in your troops and now they got wrestling back. They might go just because they're missing wrestling.
I completely even skipped over the whole idea about, the house show aspect and everything of just even if you're gonna do a Dynamite and all of that, of with bringing up the TV, of you do that in, you know like, I live in New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, if WWE shows up here, it's a house show. It's one of those, super shows that's never gonna be anything. If AEW shows up and, does a Dynamite taping or whatever, maybe you got a little bit of a turnout and everything. You might sort of swing people a little bit away of Tony Khan wants to be that family friendly, wants to be that, for the people, by the people kind of vibe. Then you go to the people.
Yeah, right. You kind of grow it that way, and I mean that's what they did in the early days, and some of it was out of necessity. But even going over to Europe and that, and really kind of growing that fan base, they've done well. They still do well. We saw it. We're seeing it tonight. Like Manchester came
Would
out
you
numbers.
argue Tony's right now kind of out of necessity?
Yeah, a little
Like
bit.
if he's gonna go to that smaller audience, that's we've talked about from
Well,
going
that's
from
yeah.
30,000 seat venues to 3,000. Now this might be more out of necessity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, again, we've seen it. It is out of necessity. Maybe not maybe necessity is not the right word, but for overall production, overall morale, more overall, vibe of your shows, it became very necessary. So again, he could have kept booking, basketball arenas and not selling them out and only having 2,000 people there. Again, people want to kind of give him shit, and we joke about it. But at least now the buildings feel alive. They feel energized. They feel good. Better.
Right? Despite what Chris Jericho says, the 2,300 arena
Right.
felt alive. As I got
Mercedes and Athena, yeah.
Yeah, they were having it back and forth. As I got Jamie Hayter coming out right now.
Okay.
Yes. MDB, what up? Richard, Mercedes going another pay-per-view cycle, not defending the TBS title. Well, she's got 13 other titles to defend. She's got a buffer system beforehand.
Right. Yeah, she's got a cushion. She's got a cushion. And again, I'm still curious if she's going to actually, like, is she on the way to giving some of those belts back? Or again, are we overreading a one-off because essentially it was a ploy, right? You have an injury, so give the belt to fucking Mercedes. Let her be interim, and then when the champ comes back, we'll just give the belt back. I don't know if that was as much about just give the belt back to the champ that had it than it was about Mercedes putting people over and giving all her belts back.
Yeah, is it the give back tour versus the talent she's giving it back to?
Right.
Now, question for you. Velma standoff here. You're cast in the new Scooby-Doo movie. Who is your no, it's not Velma, if Daphne. Is it Jamie Hayter or is it Isla Dawn? I know you're partial to the Scottish lass and everything. Who should have not been released from WWE?
No, it's a shame that, and I mean, and then unfortunately Piper gets hurt, so it's been all Alba, but Alba's done a good job. Big fan of Isla. I'm happy that she's here. I'm happy that it happened. I know there was no signing announced. It's just a nice booking. And again, huge fan. Depending on the criteria, I'm going to pick her over Hayter most days.
Am I wrong? And a WWE show, quote unquote, of saying, I don't know which one's actually been put over more because Jamie comes back on a pre-show. She's been a little bit more Statlander's friend. She's been Queen Amanada's friend. She's been more of a peripheral ancillary player than she has been a prominent figure. She's never really once, to my recollection, gone and like, that's my title that I never lost. I want it back now. Thank you, please.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Hayter's been lost. I saw Thunder Rosa on X today, again in her underwear. Respectfully. I've said
Are you
it all
sure
year.
it was X or did you have an X before something?
I've seen Thunder Rosa in her gitch more than I've seen her in a ring in 2025.
Canonero, but yeah, you're not wrong at all with that. But yeah, as I'm in commercials, so I'm going to go Rutro Raggy here for a minute.
Absolutely. But Nick, taking a pause for the cause. We are rolling through. See a good amount of people hanging out with us. Be a friend, tell a friend. Don't be shy. Don't be quiet. We are back here tomorrow for the Dirt Sheet Debate, as we like to call it. We're going to look back at 2025. Come to the show. Let us know some of your favorite moments, your favorite wrestlers of the year, breakouts, disappointments, good, bad, in between. Nick and I are going to try and get into as much as possible as we look back. A lot has happened. I know a lot of the fans out there, a lot of the content creators feel like 2025 wasn't the best of years for wrestling. And I would agree in a lot of ways. But a lot of things did happen. Maybe too many things didn't go the way we wanted them to, but a lot happened. As I am in picture right now, Isla in control of Jamie, as she is 100% taking the loss tonight. That's Isla. Isla Dawn. But yeah, I mean, again, be there tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun, 8 p.m. live. And again, we got more action coming your way. Friday, SmackDown. Sunday, our Christmas party with the members. Bring your turkeys. Thunder Rosa, let me. Again, I mean it respectfully. I'm not like, I mean, I don't knock the girl's hustle. I'm a huge fan of Thunder Rosa. I think she's outstanding. But she had back injury. I don't know where health-wise. I hope she's doing better. I think she's been in a few things out there. But I like Thunder Rosa. Why aren't we? Why is Thunder Rosa not a thing? You look at someone like, why would you not be tempted as Tony Khan to sign somebody like Isla Dawn? But Jamie Hayter, why is Jamie Hayter at the bottom of the barrel? Like, there is a lot of talent that we talk about this a lot. To me, a lot of things are booked backwards. You got some real good talent not getting booked, and you have some really bad talent that will not leave the fucking television screen. It's crazy. It was the best of years. It was the worst of years. Yeah, I hear you. MDB. I agree, man. There was really big moments. Like, I think if you sat down with somebody who used to be a wrestling fan and they weren't watching, and you said, this is what happened this year. This happened at Mania. AJ Lee came back. CM Punk won a world title twice, technically. Seth, blah, blah, blah. The Vision, Brock Lesnar, War Games. On paper, sounds fucking unreal. But was it? That's the question. AEW, same thing. Revolution killed. This was good. With crazy times. Joe surprises by being a champion by the end of the year. Moxley ran amok. Da, 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 da. Sounds amazing. Oh, great. It's all good. But was it? Right? TNA had a good year. They're happy. They're going into 2026 feeling strong. New Japan, to me, has fallen off in so many different ways. It's just not what it used to be. And I find very little interest in it. AAA cooking. CMLL seems to be doing good. I mean, the whole wrestling world hasn't fallen apart, which is the good news. The biggest disappointment is Nikki didn't retire on Cena. I almost thought that might have been the play. By the way, I'm still in picture-in-picture. Thank you. Woo! Low-key, I really do. LOL. I called Drake the future of hip-hop in 2008. Are we talking about Drake? Man, like maybe you laughed the first few times when you saw pockets. But now, again, I think it's a lot of what we talked about earlier, Rance, and I'm completely with you, my friend. You think about the time, like, I don't mind this being his shtick, but there's been no fluctuation in the shtick. It's the same moves, same routine, same pattern. And I think part of the problem that people within AEW don't seem to realize is if you do the same, like every match has the same components. Because whether you win or lose, you get your shit in. Everybody gets their shit in almost every match. We're seeing 3, 4, 5 finishers. Right? Moxley didn't do a suplex or a back body drop and then his finisher and get the win. No, he had a cutter. He had a fucking stomp. Then he goes for the pin. Nope, now the paradigm shift. Still no, let's hit another move. Pile driver? Nah, that move doesn't even hurt. I think there's some level of accountability, and I know maybe some fans out there don't give a shit. They don't care that it doesn't make sense to hit somebody with every finisher you can think of, and that person keeps getting up. They just care that it happened. And the people that really want to be entertained go away. You need progression. You need to grow. You need to change. You need to offer something new. Wrestling fans need to go back and stop with the recency bias. They have been some awful years in wrestling. This year isn't even close. I don't think this was like maybe, we got the year-end show coming up. We got Thursday tomorrow. We're definitely going to give you our grade, our rating for the year at this point. And I mean, again, is it an F? No. I don't think any company hit F this year. But they might be closer than they have been in the past. So as expected, Hater gets the pin. I know I'm somewhat behind. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think, did the companies fail? No. I think there's good in both, but a very, if last year was a B, this year's a C, a D, we'll talk about it. We'll figure out where this goes. AAA has lost a lot of great female talent. Okay. KJ, will you guys be here for TNA debut on AMC? Yes, we will, Kyle. And our hope is as long as TNA is doing live shows. We got to jump. Oh, wow. Okay. Twisted Sister here beating up Jamie Hayter, and they just chucked Isla Dawn away. Get out of here. Oh, Thekla with a whip. Thekla's got a whip. Okay. We got a muggin. Yeah, we want to cover as much live TNA as possible. So we'll see how they do, how they keep a schedule. But yeah, let's go. Hashtag out of context. Facts. Oh, here comes Statlander. Okay. Mercedes Ultimate Woman and forever women's champion Athena competing for the AEW's women tag titles. It's the end of the world as we know it. Again, they were together in the tournament. It didn't go well. I thought you had an opportunity to build off that. Why didn't it go well? What didn't work? Did one turn on the other? Never came to be, and now they're going to put them back together. I'm not sure why, but at least Athena's up. But just Athena's already broke the records, dropped the belt to Billy Starks, drop the belt to someone else. I don't care who it is. Drop the belt and be on this show consistently. Be up here and be with everybody else. That's my take on that. Drake is a geek. Wheelchair Jimmy turned gangsta. My ass. But I don't think that's kind of the play, though.
Hey, Drake, I heard you like him young. Trying to second chord is probably
one line. That's all they got. One line. That's all they've hung on. You just fucking dusted him again with another fucking burner. And everyone goes back to
no. I've seen some people even say with the whole OVO WWE alleged partnership, AEW, you got the opportunity to do something really fun.
Get them.
Could you imagine the Biggie Tupac era in pro wrestling?
Right.
Who's WCW and who's WWE?
Drake's WWE for sure. Kendrick's very AEW, 150%. The corporate polish, shined up corporate guy. That is fucking Drake is Cody Rhodes with a different haircut. Like what the fuck are you talking about? And Kendrick's just a little quirky, a different guy, but more for the streets. That's AEW, or at least supposed to be.
Pro wrestler, or rap fan, hip hop heads,
right?
Hip-hopper.
That's what it is.
Kendrick,
right? That's what it is. I think
this man had a whole Super Bowl halftime performance. Sorry, Jesus.
Really did.
But yeah, no, you're probably right with that. But so, sidebar question: Tupac, Biggie, who's WCW at that point? Who's WWE?
At that point, WCW and WWE. I think.
Well, you can't say AW; it wasn't existing.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. So I would kind of. It's going to be hard to say this. I think Biggie ends up being WWE because he was kind of bad boy, right? Like the polished brand. Pac was out there spitting on reporters.
Sex test around them, but yeah.
Right, but Pac was out there spitting on reporters and telling people he fucked their wives.
Pac was for the streets.
Yeah, so
Pac was John Moxley.
Oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Dear Mama, dear
Jesus Christ!
Marina.
Fucking hell!
Big up is a Triple H stick up.
Fuck.
And I'm booking your favorite competitor to lose.
I'm trying to think. Fucking.
That used to be a thing. I've seen some people that have done the AFC, NFC. Maybe we'll do that that'll be original content to the channel of AEW, WWE, of WCW, WWE, of. There is a divide. It's not saying one's better than the other.
No, it's a different vibe.
It's like Mountain Dew, Mellow Yellow.
Right. Fucking hell. I don't even know what to tell you. Yeah, but no way is Moxley Tupac. But yeah, he feels a little more NWO-ish, right?
NWA-ish? Coming fresh from the underground. A young Mox.
I don't know these words you speak of.
What? AW is like a can of water. It's not quite right. No, shout out. What is it? It's the fucking Liquid Death. That's got the water in a can and everything. So there you go.
John Moxley's like the fucking Ja Rule of fucking wrestling.
So then who's 50? Who's 50? Who's buying the first couple rows? Are you doing that? Are you buying the first couple rows just to be a petty bit?
For sure.
Murder. I don't believe you. Murder. Fuck around and leave you. Murder.
That's a good one. That's a really fucking tough one.
as we got FTR coming out right now. So, who you got
Punk is
for
50.
your tag team championship match and might be your main event of Collision?
I
Again,
can't believe we're there already.
Joe, it's just stop reverse engineering the fucking shows. If you're knowing this is gonna be a 3-hour show,
Yeah.
like, do you have the holiday ham? Do you have the roast beast? Do you have the turkey at like noon? And then you've still got like 2 hours of some extra shit. I mean, I know we do that for like Thanksgiving, but like week in and week out of every
I was like,
time
wait, that
of
sounds
every
glorious.
show.
I was right with you. Like, okay, we get like, is that second breakfast? What are we doing here? Like, I'm in. This sounds like
Fucking
extra
hobbity, fucking no.
No, I
But
get you. I
that's the
get you.
thing, is it's just one of those of you do that. It's so much in every week of if you watch Dynamite in reverse, it's arguably the best wrestling show
Right.
of the week, but you
Yeah.
have to watch it in reverse.
What did you click?
I didn't click nothing. I literally not clicked anything. I swear to Jeebus.
Bro, it's Christmas.
I haven't done nothing.
When you came back from pause.
Oh, I don't know.
It's okay. I fixed it. I hate thinking the WCW.
There, Clark Griswold. Sorry. Play ball.
I fixed it. No, Brock Lesnar is 50 Cent. I'm sorry. 50 Cent and Brock Lesnar are the same.
No, is it not Punk of just a petty bitch the whole time? Or Roman
I think
Reigns
Brock can
like
be a petty
missionary
bitch. I think Brock
every
can be a big petty
single
bitch too.
night.
Right? I think Brock can be a big petty bitch too.
Yeah, but Brock's a scary mother. I'll give you that. I guess with 50 of like you don't want to challenge that mother. Like he might really murder you.
Could you go Punk as M? Is that too much of a reach? Is it just because they're both white? I don't know.
Who's Dre?
This is hilarious.
Snoop.
No, Matt Riddle.
This needs to be a video idea. I think we just
fucking
hold on to a video idea.
Jericho is Mace.
No, just found Jesus and then came back.
Jericho is Little Dicky, literally, and as a rapper.
Who's Cameron?
Oh Christ!
Now I'm just thinking of Cameron and Mace together. I'm like
Mace and Betha. All right, so we're off and running, and I will say this in their defense a little bit, Nick. It's a it's a tag title match. Supposed to be two of your best tag teams, obviously. So I mean, when we at least the last match of the night is on paper a good match.
No, why does Juice Robinson look like he's going to tell me how to jazzercise? Like this man has a perm and a mullet at the same time, and I don't know how to feel.
RVD is Snoop Dogg.
Or so then who's Matt Riddle? So,
we don't talk about Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle's not a wrestler.
True. Well, yeah, that is very true. Yeah, there's a whole lot of good ideas you can go with that. Yeah.
If AEW was, go ahead.
No, I just was saying, who be you?
It's too funny. What's up, Bernard? The product and the brand isn't worth a damn thing. Again, that is one of the saving graces is the money, because if you were being backed by investors, if you needed to rely on that outside money, this might be a bigger struggle. But they did have the ability to spend wildly.
If this was relying on being part of Turner, WCW, this is just Ted Turner before the AOL deal.
Right.
That's their saving grace. That's their get out of jail free card. Is that? And now, granted, this is why, again, for anyone that wants to say, WWE shows as they react to us, watching a fucking AEW clip, but if there is no AEW, it doesn't keep other wrestling promotions on its toes. If AEW fold, excuse me, there is not going to be another person that's willing to put up billions, and I do mean billions
Billion.
of dollars, up to make pro wrestling work.
Right. Actually, Tony
Now
Khan might be
that's when you get your monopoly.
maybe, man, maybe. What decade is Juice wrestling in? I don't know, but he's having a good time wherever he is. Marty McFly out
I
here.
don't think they have electricity in whatever decade he's wrestling in.
Captain Underpants.
Woohoo. I was going the Amish pull, but yeah, I'm in commercial break because, of course, you need a commercial break just before your 3-hour show ends.
Right.
But wait, I thought it was only the evil other 3-letter company that started with consonants instead of vowels that just aired all the commercials all the time.
Right. John Cena's Eminem. That's hilarious. Is Paul Heyman Dr. Dre?
No, he's
Bobby Lashley, MVP.
No, who was it? Was Eazy-E? Ice Cube. Goddamn, I'm glad y'all said it all. That might be a little more Paul Heyman-esque a bit. I mean, it was played by not Gandalf. What's his name? He was in Sideways and everything, but I digress.
You'd have to become more specific, Jose, because both are very similar and almost equally successful. Jose.
Paul Giamatti, that's who I was thinking of. Paul Giamatti.
That's jokes. What's up, Ronan? I missed what Jose said in the first half.
Not surprised. I think we could still read it and still not figure it out.
Right. Let's go. All right. What else we got, folks? Is we are about possibly 6 minutes to 14 minutes away from the end of the show.
Possibly, kind of, sort of. We might be towards the end. I don't know. But, so you said
Jerry Hiller. I hate your name, every letter.
Who's Mustard?
Right? Who's Mustard?
That's what the question.
Triple H. Jerry Heller.
Jerry Heller.
Yeah, Jerry Heller. I hate your name. Every letter.
Well, no, you said Howler.
Heller.
Keller?
Huh? Who said that? Nearly 3 hours into Dynamite. Yeah. And we're feeling every minute of it.
This is, again, if you're going to do a 3-hour show, do you save MJF and the contract signing till now? Or do you worry you're not going to get your audience to there?
You worry that you're not going to get your audience to there, but if you guys are as good as you say you are, and if these guys are such big draws, if you told them that this stuff was coming later in the show, now with a surprise return, I'd probably do it earlier in the show because you are going to have that drop off no matter what. However, you want to build. If you're going to call it a 3-hour special, build to it, make it happen, and make the show feel special. Your commentary should be selling us all night on Don't Go Anywhere. This is a 3-hour show. Our main event tonight's this epic match. Like, that's the way they should be doing it. We're going to watch SmackDown try and be 3 hours now. And I'm afraid that Tony's run Wednesdays so much like this, it might become a permanent thing. I'll be depressed.
That's what I'm telling you. When Collision goes the way of the dinosaurs and everything, when that big asteroid hits, but yeah, can I take the show seriously when they're telling me not to take it seriously? When they're telling me that their biggest thing has to still be top of the 9 o'clock hour, versus the top of the 11 o'clock hour when you're closing out your show and what should be a 3-hour spectacle. You've already told me to tune off, so I guess I should follow suit.
yeah, when your fan base and guys like Meltzer and Alvarez and Tony admit that, like, oh yeah, like, you're not going to put the good stuff on late because people won't be around. That's a you problem. That's like saying we have a hockey team, but everyone leaves in the second intermission every night. The fuck we doing? Right? Like, what are we doing?
I'm going to have a WrestleMania, but I'm going to put the main event in the middle of the show because I don't expect everybody to be there for the rest of the show. What the fuck are you saying?
Yeah. It's chicken shit. It's trying to play the analytics, and sometimes you got to present confident. You got to fake it till you make it. You got to push, and you're playing
I'm going to
small
start
ball.
Josh Allen in the first half, and then the second half, Mitch Trubisky, because he's going to fucking cook. What?
Right? It's crazy.
It's just it's you're making an excuse at that point because no, if you're going to do this as a 3-hour show, and you should sell it as a whole 3-hour thing, it shouldn't be broken up of Collision and Dynamite. No, it's 3-hour holiday bash here this week. Fuck a show title of make it a spectacle.
Right. I agree. People are calling AEW Company of the Year. Again, we're going to talk about it. We're going to have the 4 lifeys. People can vote on it. But we're also going to give our 2 cents as well. I just think it's actually more of a debate than I think it's ever been for us on this channel. Other than maybe the early in the first year.
Yeah. Well, no, that's why I like that. Yes, probably during like the dirt sheet, we'll give our 2 cents. But the rest of like the golden KJs are all on your votes and everything. So I'm interested to see what the streets are saying, not just what we're saying.
No, for sure. And I mean, again, I understand these reporters and their writers, and everyone has the right to their opinion if they can make a good case. I think in past years, like last year, you'll notice the same people are going to repeat themselves. And AEW was the best company last year too. So what's really true, right? But we're going to try and assess the damage, and we're going to take a straw poll and see what people think.
Hand of God to you and even everybody in the chat and can let us know. Is 2026 going to be better for pro wrestling than 2025? Because 2025 has been not a banner year. That you had a 9-5 record. You just missed the playoffs kind of vibe. It's that.
But yeah, I mean the optimistic wrestling fan, the fan that's been here, the fans that come back year after year after year. Yeah, we hope, and there's a lot of things brewing. Rumble's coming up. There's a lot of intrigue. Punk's the world champion. Swerve or MJF could be the AEW champion going into 2026. More moves, very intriguing stuff. TNA hits AMC. There's optimism. I think last year going into 2025, we were pretty optimistic. Netflix was going to murder and, all the shows were going to be good. And John Cena's last run, and again, maybe it didn't hit the mark that we were hoping it did.
Were the expectations too high?
I don't think so because they had they had a John Cena retirement tour. So we expected to be pretty fucking stellar. And you know what I mean? Like they put our expectations where they were, wherever they ended up. And we, Powder and Bibbins.
Con? 1, 2 go.
But I think that's I hope AEW has a better year. I hope next year in 2026, they're actually killing it. And when people say online or Tony Khan at a press conference, this year's great, this year's even better, it's actually true. So
I want to be out here when we have the end of the year awards or even the midlifeies next year and everything of middle of the year as Jesus Christ.
Too much biting in this company.
Austin Gunn just went fucking full throttle there. But I would rather see it being a comparable of AEW versus WWE of who's better than who, and it not just be who sucked less, but be who did the best. That kind of conversation. 2025 to me feels like the lesser of all evils kind of choice of what's good in 2025.
For sure. I completely agree. As this match is rolling on, and a couple of people have complimented it, I'm actually enjoying the match. A couple of people have put comments, but I scrolled away. A comment about 50 Cent
What?
and Drake, and it was 100% accurate. 50 Murder. That's one of the best albums ever. So I like Drake a lot, but it's nothing like that. Someone asked about Nelly or 50. That's 50 for sure.
What 50 album are you talking about?
His first one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you say you
His
were
debut when he fucking murdered.
Oh, I still remember watching that. That's a pivotal moment I remember watching that growing up on my fucking aunt's little fucking TV in the goddamn kitchen. Of you see you a wankster, you ain't got it.
It's unreal.
Yeah, the first time I saw that, but yeah, 50 had murderous diss tracks before that even.
Yeah, that popped the year I was going into university, so it was a big summer, and that was fucking everywhere. What the fuck? Mess this company. The fuck? I mess this company. Ha. It's messy. I don't know what the fuck just happened there, and why did they do like the miss spot, and then the match keeps going? Yo, he counted.
Everybody tap out.
He counted. Oh, this is so fucked up. This match is getting messy now.
Oh, you're already at the 3. You're at the miscount of a 3. I'm at now to where everybody taps out and FTR retains.
Right, you should book. Yeah, right. Again, that's not even the goal. That's not why we say what we say. But we have ideas, and they sound better than what we're seeing, I think.
Well, and even then, this is why we don't get invited into those rooms and everything, because we don't bend the knee, we don't kowtow. And, Tony Khan, let me give you a whole fucking 10-minute promo about how great you are and how great your balls taste before I ask you a question. Yeah, no, not gonna be us, never will be us. No.
Bad ending. Again, I think it's this way of like, we get to protect everyone by doing all this extra silly shit. And I think it eventually hurts the match. Just have a match.
I wonder how many people were still there to watch the match. I mean, you pretty much said the entire country of Canada was blocked out of that. I think my country, representing the US of A, wish we were blocked out of that. It was all right. I'm giving Dynamite a 7. I'm giving Collision non-existent, non-applicable.
Yeah, I give Dynamite a 7. I give the whole show, Holiday Bash, from start to finish, a 5.5. Right? The tag match was okay, but it got messy.
You had too much icing on your gingerbread. Yeah.
Right? Again, this is where Tony Khan either make it good or don't, because it ends up hurting the overall product. It's the same. You do a pay-per-view, it's like anything else. You order a pizza and fucking 3/4 of it is wonderful, but there's this big chunk of fucking shit in the last quarter. You don't really feel like you had a good pizza, you know?
I mean, it depends on how fat or how hungry you are. Yeah.
Or how high.
Exactly. I'm a ghost. But yeah, as I'm getting the hype up for World's End.
Really? We don't even know anything on it. There's just like a pro.
Yeah, no, I'm literally getting countdown to World's End 2025. So we're gonna probably get some Continental Collision or Continental Classic matches on World's End. And I don't mean finals, I mean middle of the tournament matches. Right.
Yeah, I could see it. And again, I didn't like it when they did with the women. You're going to do a stip match on the pay-per-view and then crown the champions on, I get it. It was Winter is Coming, but you could have organized it so it finished on the fucking pay-per-view.
And we're going to do a stip for the semifinal. Not
one
even
half
the
of it. One half of it. So
I thought it would at least been 2 halves of it. But yeah.
Right, you would think, right? We got to go through a fucking death match to get to the finals. You just can have a normal match. It's okay.
You can have it seems fair. Not even what I'm
mad at. Yeah, that makes sense. 5.6 10 out of 10. Someone asked, we'll have to come back to that one. That's a fucking half an hour conversation. But 5 out of 10. The 5 albums. Maybe we'll talk about that at the Christmas party. 5 albums you take to the desert island.
Marshall Mathers LP is definitely one of them. Life After Death, Biggie, there's 2.
Go ahead.
There would be an Aussie album. I don't know if it's Diary of a Madman or Bark at the Moon. So I can at least do 3 right off the rip.
Right on. There you go. Nick's ready. 6.5.
No, I wasn't ready.
10.
I just
7 out of 10. Yeah, off the top of my head, I'm taking something from them. I'm probably gonna, 36 Chambers probably comes with me. One of my favorite and most underrated albums, I think, is Blackout with Red and Meth. I could listen to that album 100 million times.
Because that's just us.
Right.
Jump. La 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 la.
5.5.
Stand-up album. Can I take a Carlin album or even a Robin Williams?
That's not a bad show. That's not a bad show. You could, right? If you wanted that to be one of the 5.
Yeah, I would probably. I can't remember exactly. That's the thing is there's so many Carlin albums. Like, is it Jamming in New York or anything?
You try and get that collection out, the greatest hits.
Well, yeah, but then again, that's like a Sinatra greatest hits.
Creed's greatest hits. It's a 3-song CD.
Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm hanging.
A 3-song album. 3 out of 10. Only saw 2 hours.
Yeah, next has to be one.
It's Hell. And is it? Are you going with the first one?
No. What's the album? I can't remember the album name of Party Up.
That would have been X. I think it's the 3rd album.
Well, because you had Blood is My Blood.
Blood was the 2nd.
Which was the first one.
No,
wasn't that first one?
It's Dark and Hell is Hot was the first one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they almost have the same album cover, I feel, but I could just be misremembering. But yeah, no, of even that whole album, because I had that on cassette. That was one of the ones that I had, and I wore that fucking tape out of I'm Gonna Live Forever. I could go through that whole album of just songs that aren't known, but I'll play. Yeah,
for sure.
That would be one.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, I think I'd have to try and hit as many categories as possible. But that all being said, that's Dynamite, that's Collision, that's the wrestling show, that's the Holiday Bash. We're back at it tomorrow, 8 p.m. It's going to be a fun one as we look back on 2025 and we talk about how we felt about it. And we're looking forward to that one. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, check out all our socials, follow us on all the stuffs, and make sure you click that little bell as our programming. We're going to be in and out over the next little bit, and you never know when we're going to pop up. So click the bell. Click the bell.
I'll have a blue Christmas without.
Let's go.
But our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you put up with that 4 live with it.
Oh, I haven't done it all night.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
I had to. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be on the flip side, and a ho, ho, ho.